Wait, we're live?
Yes, we are live. Hello.
Why are we live when there's only two of us right now?
Because I wanted to get everything set up and ready so we're not scrambling for everything last minute. You heckin' hoser.
You spooked at me.
Sorry, I live very faintly heard in the background. No! Greetings and salutations, everyone. What were you gonna say, Tixel?
I said, yeah, because you spooked at me.
Understandable. My apologies. But yes, hello everyone. I hope everyone is in fact doing at least some level of Gucci. That's definitely what the kids say these days. Am I right, Tixel? Back me up here. No, you gotta help back, please.
Okay.
No, fuck it. Okay, fine. I'm looking forward to this session and how fucking potentially weird and wild it's gonna get. Cause like, I don't, as far as this is technically the second time I've ever done this kind of encounter. Plus this is the first true optional boss fight. I say boss fight in quotations. But the first boss encounter, I should say. Which is going to be very, very interesting. And even then, it's not a very conventional encounter either. So, oh boy. I can't remember, were you? You were present for the explanation of how this is somewhat going to go. Then again, it's also been a few weeks.
Mm-hmm. That's the problem. It's been a few
yeah.
weeks. I have no idea.
We can recover a few things once we get to the actual recap when everyone is in here. And when I say for us to recap, you binge. You dillweed. Alrighty.
I'm gonna shit your pants. You keep talking about me like that.
Hey, that's my line. First off. Second off.
No, it's not. No longer. It's mine now.
You can't. You always do this to me. Always chasing trends. No, I'm kidding.
You stole this from me.
What do you mean? What do you mean? Did I steal this from you? No.
No.
Are you gaslighting me? You bitch.
Gatekeep girl boss. Woo.
No. I will shit your pants, actually. Because it is.
Good luck finding them, motherfucker.
Alright, I will sew you a pair of pants specifically designed for you personally. And I will warp them onto your person, and then I will shit them.
Lot of effort.
So you know what it feels like for these pants to be pristine and perfect and wonderful right before they're soiled and ruined. I want you to grasp at pure.
I'll make him some pants in which to shit.
I will give you the utmost comfort, so you can only barely grasp that which you shall never truly achieve. Sorry, that was a bit much. Hi. I don't know why I've always I always go to that sphere of like, you know what? I hope you edge. I hope you always strive for satisfaction and never achieve it.
Mordaka.
What does
Mordaka.
that have a Modaka? Oh my god, okay. I know what you're referencing, but for those who don't understand, Tixel has gone on a tirade several times. I forget where we first saw it from. That the concept of DACA, in terms of very much many shooting, in for orcs in Warhammer, is always the striving for more. There's never enough DACA.
Enough DACA is not a state to be achieved, it is a state to constantly strive towards. For what other meaning can one find inside of the cruel galaxy of Warhammer 40k?
I think I did remember seeing one post where, like, in the hypothetical future where the world is nothing but a flurry of high-velocity bullets and screaming, only then, maybe, is there enough DACA.
That's Alpha Busa.
Was it Alpha Busa? Okay.
That was Alpha Busa.
Good shit.
In pants.
Perhaps. Potentially, yes. Welcome in, everyone, to the latest session of Legends of Nordaeron Memento Magick Chapter 2. Thank God, Talon, someone else is here. Someone else to balance out the crazy. Hello, Talon. At least the out-of-character crazy. Ironically, I think Braun is, okay. I wouldn't say Braun is the most stable of everyone in the party, but he's definitely on, like, the quote calmer side. He's not the most volatile and explosive person.
Yeah.
Like,
Well, you just haven't found what does in fact set him off, to be fair.
true, but the point still stands.
The party came pretty damn close.
True. But that's because he dad.
Mm-hmm.
Uh,
He's failed before.
You know what?
See, that's your problem, is like, you know, putting the crazy bird in charge of a child. You can't leave a child with a bird.
You know what? That's a valid... I can't remember if owls are the most protective or caring of parents or not in actual nature.
Well, you just gotta look inside yourself.
But do I need to stare deeply enough into my person until an owl pops out?
Well, I don't know what in real nature means, so...
Hi, Code.
Hello.
Hello. This is going to be an interesting...
Nature's begging someone to save him from me.
That's only partially true. I also just realized just how dusty my dice tray was starting to get, and the inside is felt, and I'm beginning to question my life choices.
Uh-oh.
Get a vacuum.
Owls are on the higher side of better parents among birds.
Okay, good.
They wait till they can hunt and fly before kicking them out of the nest.
You know what? I'll take it.
In the fall, yeah. Basically, they kick them out in the fall.
Oh, cool.
It says so. Like, basically, they have till then.
So
Whereas,
the
like,
owl babies are coming
literally
out soon.
It's like, yeah, literally some birds, though, are just like, oh, your wings work? Get the fuck out.
Bye. Just kick them out of the tree.
What the fuck are you doing in my house? But I live here too. Not anymore, you don't.
I mean, there's one type of bird that never even sees their babies.
Oh yeah, that's I forget the name of the species, but I know it's called brood parasitism, where they literally just lay their eggs in another bird's nest and then kick out the other eggs.
Yeah.
Or even
Some
the
don't
hatch,
even kick out
or
the
even the
other eggs
hatchling.
necessarily.
Yeah. Or
Yeah,
just the
sometimes the
baby
hatch-
pushes the other eggs out. Hi, Mara.
Pushes the other eggs out, eats the other eggs.
We're talking about brood parasitism in birds.
Oh, yes.
Mm-hmm. It's kind of
Is that what
terrifying.
they mean when they say for
Oh,
the
it is.
birds?
Speaking of terrifying, oh god, that was a poor timing.
How dare.
Hi, V.
Those are known as cowbirds, by the way.
You were listening into stream. How dare you? No. How fucking dare you? Thank you, Viatrix, for the resubscription.
Get supported, nerd. You can't stop me.
Meh, I know I can't, but also Angie. But yeah, speaking of terrifying, I am looking forward to this session.
Oh boy, I'm gonna have nightmares after this, aren't I?
What? Psh, nah. Probably not.
During
Oh yes, of course. I did ponder whether or not I wanted to make the title of the stream "Crying as a Free Action," but like, nah, let's save that for later. Save that for another session.
I think that's when we had to delve into our character's true feelings.
Oh yeah. Speaking of dice, did that actually come up on the mic this time?
Yep.
Yeah.
Yes. All right. Alright. In that case, as everything is now already currently set up, I only have a handful of questions for the party. First and foremost, Talon, pick a color.
Orange.
Ooh. Okay. Shit, I just realized I don't have true orange dice. I have brown dice, which are basically a dark orange.
Wow.
If you want to get.
She's
All right,
not
look.
wrong.
All right, we have red, yellow, and brown. Take your pick to work in that sphere.
Let's go
This is
with
good.
brown.
Perfect. Going for the coffee dice. Then in that case. Oh shit, hold on. Damn you, music. I thought I looped you. Oh boy. Alright, and also. Oh shit, also I realized I never actually properly introduced everyone. I am joined today by the lovely adventuring party of Memento Magick, which it does in fact include the lovely Miss Talon. I thought you were gonna say, but that was your cue to say something.
I think she did, but it just kind of
Hello?
cut out. Yeah,
Oh,
there we
okay,
go.
hi. We have Tixel, aka Procrastination.
The revolution starts tomorrow.
The Chaos Gremlin, Viatrix VT. Correct. We have a cat, aka Code.
Hello.
And last but certainly not least, the playing the large bee girl, the lovely Miss Marikar.
Hi.
Holy.
And totally. And of course, you can find all of their lovely Twitch channels. Actually, did I set it to just mods? I forget. Either way, here they all are. For your viewing pleasure, please go give them the follows and the subscribbles and the monies. give them all of your various rubles and other forms of currency as you wish.
Rubles? Are we Russian today?
That is a good question. I don't know why I turned to Eastern European accent.
You'll see, Ivan.
Hey, Nico, your cousin
money.
Armando, want to go bowling?
God. Dropping in the river again.
Oh boy. But anyway,
Cheeky breaky.
I never actually did play that game.
You dumb kid.
All right. You know what? I can't remember if V picked the color last time, but fuck it, V, go ahead.
Playful.
Yeah, I figured. All right. Hey, at least it's not red and purple this time. We're starting to diversify. I'm genuinely impressed. I'm genuinely surprised. We're making progress.
I'm doing my part.
I didn't do shit.
Damn it, that's what I was gonna say. I didn't do shit. But yes. I believe that is all of the various major things to involve and introduce and discuss. And so before we begin, I would like to ask one particular question for the lovely, lovely people here. Is everyone ready to play some Dungeons and Dragons?
Yeah.
I need to go take a 5-hour long shower and a 3-minute nap. For work tomorrow.
Are you turning yourself into a prune, Tixel? Like what? 5 hours? Jesus.
You need
Yes,
to
a
hydrate
5-hour
the
shower and a
osmosis.
3-minute nap. That in that order.
Are you like? I have so many questions.
Well, don't ask them if you're not prepared the answer.
Apparently I'm not, but okay. Alrighty. So.
When I say
In
the
that-
revolution starts tomorrow, I mean the revolution starts tomorrow.
For what?
Those who in the know are aware.
Okay, cool. So doing the cop-out answer. I see how it is.
Turning around one time, it is called a revolution.
That's the entire ploy. It is literally just spin.
Turn around. Turn around again. What the fuck?
What the fuck?
I'm facing the same direction.
Oh my god. All right.
Don't turn around. Don't turn around again. What the fuck? I'm facing the same
I will kick you in the groin and bonk you on the head. All right. Actually, you know what? I'm gonna keep no music for right this second to keep the ambiance up for a moment.
Here's hoping I don't fall asleep before the true end of the game again.
Oh, I do apologize. The last handful of sessions have gone a little later, but in either case, could one of the players please recite to me what happened last time we left our apprentices? I've said heroes the last 20 or so sessions, but I'm like, I don't know if heroes would be the right term or not.
Yeah, wouldn't we just be archivists right now because we work at the archives?
You know what? We'll say our disciples.
It
Oh, dear.
that works too.
We're in a cult. I knew it.
Hey, not in a cult yet.
No.
Emphasis on yet.
We're in an occult, not a cult.
Yes, you're part of a secret society. It's totally different.
It's a cult. That's a cult.
Oh my god.
All right.
Does the secret society have a book of lore or an idol of worship?
Book of Lore, multiple.
That's a cult, sweetheart. That's actually a collection of cults.
Anyways.
They call that a pantheon, you know.
Anyways. All right. Who would like to start us off? If anyone remembers what happened the past few weeks ago.
It's been a blur.
Yeah, so we were trying to we'd come to the conclusion that we needed to like deal with this Baku thing after I guess after we woke up, which involved a whole lot of crazy dream from you.
It's slightly crazy.
With special friend entity thing.
I don't know if Miu would like to recite their understanding of the story.
I made a new friend.
You did make a new friend.
A new moth friend.
Indeed.
I also made a new friend.
You did also make a new friend.
Oh yeah.
Right. How can I forget?
I find it incredible that of everybody in the party, he trusts Braun.
Splish.
Now, first and foremost, I will go. I will indeed show to the class the lovely moth friend. That
What the fuck is that thing?
Don't worry. Well, apparently it's Miu's new friend.
It's friend
That
shaped.
is-
It's just a big friend.
Yeah. Stars at dusk.
Yeah. Or known by its common title, the Moth to the Flame.
So Splish doesn't have his name expressed to us yet in the thing.
Oh, yep. Hold on. I can add that to the thing as well. First, let's bring up the lovely image as well. And who perchance was Splish? If you don't mind me asking, Tixel.
Splish is a he's just your average Lotlight who's trying to do his job. Happen to be in the sewers. I presume he's a wizard, but I'm not fully certain.
He is a caster of some kind.
Yes, it is known he is a caster. It is unknown if he is a wizard or not.
I will. Actually, you know what? Does anyone recall the full name of Splish? Splish was his nickname.
Yeah.
Yes,
I
it
don't
was
remember his formal
Pink
name.
something.
I know it has been. If anyone can actually find me that, I get a bonus inspiration.
It's too high up in the chat to find.
Well, then I guess you should have wrote it down. No, that's fine. If no one does recall, I can just recite. It is in fact, Pond Liqueur the Pink, aka Splish.
Found it. I just found it too.
Damn.
Fucking piece of shit.
Well, there you go. No, not that liquor. Liqueur. Yes, pond liqueur, as in the booze, because turns out this little axolotl thing does in fact brew alcohol.
Which is also how Braun made friends.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, and then after all that, we went Baku hunting, and looks like we found it after really bothering
You
future
know
with
for a
all of our
fact
good
Nature
rolls.
Braun's going to make a brand of drink. He doesn't know how yet, but it is going to be called the Pink Pond.
That is adorable, but could you please recite what you just said, Talon, because I did not hear it over Tixel interrupting.
Sorry.
I was saying we went Baku hunting, and you got annoyed by us having really good rolls, so that you couldn't torment us in the dungeon.
You almost ran into at least 2 encounters. One of which you actually did see in the distance.
The other we heard.
Mm-hmm.
I have no memory of this, so it possibly happened after I fell asleep.
I think you were starting to doze.
Your last words
Was
were,
this
"I'm not
doing the
falling asleep."
exploration thing? Because I have no memory of the exploration thing past the description of how we're gonna do it.
Oh, okay.
Yeah. He
Which
was
is
drinking
terrifying because you did like 2 rolls.
Yeah.
Yeah. Oh, I was doing a lot of rolls in the background. Oh well, yeah.
Oh
Braun
no,
was also
no.
doing that.
Tixel-
Braun, oh, yeah,
yeah,
Braun
Tixel
did
roll.
2 rolls during the hunting. Yes. I'm curious though if Beatrix recalls what the one encounter was.
Oh yeah, it was the orcish hunting party.
Yes, the orc mafia, or a possible scouting party of the orc mafia, the Heshlaka, which I can also put that into the chat. I don't know if I actually did that last time. Good.
I was actually like somewhat familiar with them.
Mm-hmm. The quote unquote old guard of the criminal underbelly of New Arcaster City. Beautiful.
It's not
No,
good.
Clover, that's not at all what you should be saying. No.
Friends joined each other's cults. I mean, you know.
That's also
Friends forever.
not how you spell that version. That you're talking about the horse right there.
Yeah, that's that.
I've
the
learned
way you're spelling it.
I've learned to speak Cloverese. It's fine.
Yeah, I was gonna say, yeah. Cold with an O is young male horses, like pony age.
Not bringing up those memories again. Is there anything else that the party? It was middle school. We don't talk about it. Anyway, is there anything else the party recalls that they feel is important to note? Nice. That did happen.
I was gonna say, yeah, a good number of us are poisoned. I know that due to having to go through one of the clouds.
A number of you
I'm so
have
sorry.
indeed. No, you're totally fine. It was funny.
Wait, Nature, have I been poisoned? I don't remember being poisoned.
I know multiple people have indeed.
Rio and I are not, because I got a natural 20 and extended it to
I don't think.
Rio.
I don't think. Oh no! Wait. I think you're still. Are you still poisoned from the frog stomach?
No, because I took
Been a
a
long rest since
and
then.
that. Yeah.
Oh, that's right. That is
So I
correct.
don't think I've been poisoned
Apologies.
since then, because I think I also did really good rolls. Because high.
Actually, that does remind me. Did I have you guys roll a con save after the last long rest?
High con.
Yes.
Oh, yeah.
Okay, never mind then.
I don't remember failing any con saves, so.
Good to know.
Okay,
Alrighty.
Lorable was rolling dice.
Don't worry about it. It's unrelated.
Who?
Oh well.
Don't worry about it. It's unrelated.
Yeah, I have no idea who that is. You don't be making things up, Code. Let's just get back to the game. Wink, wink, nudge, nudge. Hush.
Say no more, say no more.
Anything else?
Just we're right in front of the Baku, or at least where we think it is.
Indeed. Which we shall be diving into in just a moment. One last question, by the way. Curious if anyone recalls. What day is it?
Sunday.
No.
Is it the 15th of Ninguis?
Actually, I think yes, it is. You are correct. Wow, you're all the ways the one putting me on the back pedal. I'm like, wait, shit, did I misremember? Okay, no, you are correct. It is. I believe it is going. Yeah, because you guys took a long rest, and I believe that's almost into the next day. So it is very late late night, early morning. Amongst the depths of the sewers.
Time was irrelevant in the sewers.
I mean, you can't really see daylight, so. In either case, I believe that is enough description. We shall see to whom the gods and the fates shall smile kindly upon this day. Yeah! First and foremost is, in fact, a 5, so Braun, turns out, gets a point of inspiration.
Nice.
And secondarily... Yeah! That's a 6, reroll. Yeah! That's a 5, reroll. Yeah! 4! Ale gets a point of inspiration. Dear God. I'd be curious to see at the end of the campaign if anyone keeps track of like which people actually got inspiration, like how many each person got.
Hey, Nature.
What's up?
Because of you messing me out of the bonus inspiration, can I get it anyway?
No!
But then I'd have 3, and I'd be able to do a natural 20.
Well, that's too damn bad!
I still have my birthday one from last month to use. I don't think I used
Oh,
it
you
yet.
do! You never did use that.
I've been hoarding it since
I
July.
get my next month, so this campaign better not fucking end.
I know. I was
before
like,
get to do that.
All right, TPK
What?
tonight. Got
the party TPKs like the week before.
Oh
No.
no.
I'd like to
think
hope that wouldn't be the end of it.
I'd hope not. I mean, yes, it wouldn't be the end
Just
of the campaign.
end of a certain chapter.
Yes.
You just wake up from another bad dream.
Do you have any of that? Have you looked into that source book that does the after TPK stuff? It's got rules for it.
I don't remember seeing a specific source book for it, but I do have a handful of other sources I can draw from.
There's a source book being worked on, which is fun. Anyways.
Ooh. But yeah, either way. In that case, without further ado, let us begin. So, the air is thick, with a nose-burning, vinegar-like stench of stale wine and decaying flesh. The dull, heavy thud of metal against stone calls out to the chamber beyond as your route of escape slams behind you. You find yourself trapped in this stagnant tomb, the rancid and heavy miasma only faintly warded back by ethereal flames dancing defiantly upon Braun's form. God damn it. All that reflects in the firelight is the shimmer of the brackish tide, violet and crimson murk crashing and rippling at the sudden disturbance in the room. All except for the eyes. Gazing from the pungent mist along the water is a muddled but luminant ire. A brief part in the vaporous veil showing the source of the drunken, heaving trumpet cry of a spectral, blighted beast. Which looks like this.
Oh boy.
Technically it was revealed last time, but for the sake of showing again, for anyone new here.
That a Cheshire elephant creature.
Just as quickly as it appears, the sickening haze swallows the form and its eyes from you. And yet the nerves pricking at the back of your neck understand that the gaze has yet to leave. You have intruded upon the beast's lair, and it is not keen to forgive your transgression. Roll initiative.
Oh boy.
This is gonna be fun.
19.
Alrighty, so.
Ooh.
Ooh.
I'm drunk.
You know what? That's valid.
I'm so high right now.
All right.
You're drunk.
Because this is technically not a surprise round, we will have your 3 minutes to plan and prepare. However, I will also allow the party to maneuver themselves however they wish within a specific square. Hold on. Make it a nice bright green for everyone to see. Right.
Where elephant?
It briefly appeared and then disappeared.
Where did it appear?
It was like right in front of us.
The
Okay.
Like,
yeah,
right
essentially
east
you saw it like briefly appear in the clouds, like roughly this direction, before like the miasma kind of swallowed it again.
So I'm just double checking we don't want to kill this creature, right?
Mm-hmm.
Okay.
But yeah, so
We want to purify it.
You
If we
have-
can.
you have roughly 3 minutes to plot, prepare amongst yourselves. You may ask questions of me as you see fit, though I will only give information you already know, or have already gained access to. And you can only move yourself amidst the green square that is before you, and then once that is done, the square disappears. The encounter shall begin. So, the sand
Okay.
begins to fall now.
Okay. Real quick, I think the biggest issue, just for planning, I think the biggest issue that we're gonna face with this is it like kind of phasing in and out of sight.
Mm-hmm.
So, I have a plan. If I can hold a spell, and someone else can like lure it out so it becomes visible, I can try to hit it with fairy fire, so it's a little easier for us to keep track of it.
Yeah. If you can hit fairy fire on it, it feels like Splish is probably going to be our best option for actively purifying it. So
I'm
basically,
helping!
my job, my plan for my job right now is to essentially just keep him the fuck alive.
That's fair. All right.
And
You can also decide amongst yourselves where your NPCs will be organized to.
Mm-hmm. You always gonna
In the
probably
center of us, huh?
within
Um,
At least your at least I should apologize. At least your retainers. The two
I was
NPCs
gonna
will react
Retainer.
accordingly to you guys.
Mm-hmm.
I was gonna say, having Clotho and the other guy possibly flanking around Yue,
Mm-hmm.
Okay.
Because yeah,
like ready on either side of her to assist in
Like
the melee
this?
brawl.
Mm-hmm. I
Yeah.
think so. Yeah. Yeah, because
Well, I was
Okay.
thinking maybe a square back for each, so they
Oh,
can
yeah.
like move in and then move out if they need to, because they're both rogues, right?
You don't
one's
know what
rogue.
class Rikio is.
That's
Oh.
fair. Rikyo,
All we know is that he's a Ronin. He's a disgraced
He's a
samurai.
Ronin
has
of
a
some
gun.
kind.
Yeah.
He's a
That's
Ronin.
fair.
He does not have a gun.
Or he shot
He has a
fireball.
sword.
You're right.
He shot a fireball.
potion.
Yes.
Yeah,
Well,
yeah, yeah.
firebolt. He shot a firebolt and he has a
firebolt.
sword.
Yeah.
Could Rio and I post up on the same square? Like if Rio perches on my shoulder and both of us just like kind of post up behind UA?
I'll allow it.
If Rio's cool with that.
Yeah, that's fine.
I was gonna say they are small creatures. Is that a specific feature?
Yeah, I can
of, like,
I can
halflings
share.
to do that, or
Yeah. Small creatures can occupy the same tile as mediums.
Yeah.
which is
I
why
could,
I
I
was
could
going
never
all
recall
first
if that was a
blade.
class specific thing or if it's just
I think it's just
I was
a
gonna
size
say
thing.
if Splish can also stay.
I know the Awakened book says that I can.
Okay, that's what it is. Thank you.
Everything.
Because
Right.
yeah, because
But
I
I'm
know
pretty sure-
it also specifies with halfling.
Yeah, because I'm pretty sure it says that in the size difference in part.
Yeah, which is. But yeah, having Splish close by so he doesn't get like pulled off would
Yeah.
probably be good.
Yeah, have Splish next to Braun, so because I'm gonna be honest, I'm probably gonna be using a lot of my bonus actions on him. If that's how that works, is that a bonus
Everyone
action
should be
too?
like
Mhm.
really tight together, so that we are in what is
It is.
colloquially referred to as Operation Receive Fireball.
Yeah.
The splash zone.
Just one AOE. Just one AOE.
We're all dead.
I don't know. I get fire resistance soon.
You don't have it yet, though.
Yeah,
Who said the
for
AOE was going to
regard-
be fire damage?
yeah. Might just be psionic, but yeah, Yue is drawing both of her swords, but then also in her smaller left hand, she's actually also holding the bell out. And she's
Okay.
yeah.
All right.
She's kind of also looking around very superstitiously right now.
Also, for the sake of some simplicity, I will. I technically didn't do this for last combat, though. I will try to enact this from here on out. Your two retainers, each will go after one particular another player's turn, and you can give a simple command. As for what they are going to do on their turn, whether it be attack that guy or defend or run, and they or just let them do their own thing and they'll act in the best of their ability.
It's like telling your chocobo what to do.
Exactly. So, who would like to work with Clotho, and who would like to work with Bella?
I was thinking, if I can take Bella.
Okay.
Bronze little girl.
Mm-hmm. Ooh. Rikio rolled a 16. And Splish, come on, buddy. Okay, that's not bad. It's an 11.
Right in the middle.
Mm-hmm. Alrighty. So.
I'll handle Clotho if no one else does.
11 leads you to heaven. I don't know if that's a good thing here or not.
Sure, if you want to have Clotho.
And who would let sorry, who's having Clotho?
Ale.
Ale. Ooh, okay. Interesting.
Attack to L.
Okay. So Clotho after Ale. And Bella after Braun. Hold me to that. Putting you in charge, guys, in charge of remembering that. Oh.
I just thought of that.
That would have been a really fun idea.
Are we
Unless
still walking fast?
Okay.
Oh, actually, that's a good question. What movement
24
speed?
hours.
Can you click on the feature again to see how that
Sure.
movement buff works?
Sure, let me. That's not the sunset, right?
And this will probably be the last thing before we start
Eternal
diving
March.
into it.
Wall of text. Movement per minute is 100 feet, so that means every 6 seconds you get an extra 10 feet of movement.
Ooh, oh, everyone gets an extra
Oh,
10 feet.
Hell yeah.
Everyone.
Oh my god, all right.
Happy I remember
Jeez.
that.
Ooh, you
You
guys
knew
are
this.
speedy.
We can also jump a lot further too.
That is true.
Yeah, that
For
extends your jumping
those who
time.
care about jumping, yes.
And when you cast a spell, you may select one type of difficult terrain and ignore its movement penalty.
What we didn't really talk about it at the time, but what difficult terrain would you have specified at the beginning of the hunt? Or at near the end of the hunt?
What is the one the most associated with swamps?
Poison?
Well, this is
That
difficult
damage.
terrain. This isn't a damage type.
Yeah, it's not a damage type. It's movement movement reduction.
What do you think is the most frequent in a sewer?
Swamp like. So. I'm
So,
trying to think.
so are you saying mud? Or are you saying water?
That's a great question. Mud or water?
Man-made.
Man-made mud. Ew. I guess we've more often been just dealing more with something closer to the consistency of water, just because sewer takes everything, not just solid matter. So yeah, well, I'll go with water.
Okay. All right. So all of you can ignore the ignore difficult terrain that is induced by wading through or swimming through water.
Nice.
I really need to use this effect much more often.
It's
God
so
damn it.
good.
It's so fucking
It's
good.
almost like I gave you those things for a reason.
And then I neglected
I
them for
mean,
months.
we've been making ample use of mine. I know that.
Yeah, but this is the easiest to just say, like, hey, nature, I want to do this at this point.
It's bedtime. We're all gonna talk at the Mind Palace.
I feel like
Alrighty.
mine's one of the more complicated ones.
There's a lot of cool creativity you can do with that, though.
I have no idea what to do
Yeah.
with mine.
Yeah, we'll find out in time.
All right. So, as the party's position has been settled, we begin at the top of the round with Rio.
You said I can hold my turn?
You absolutely can.
Can I hold my turn until after Mew?
I can allow that.
Perfect.
All right. I will put you in the order then. Technically that would be. Yeah, actually, you know what? Yeah, sure, that works. And then. In that case, first up on the top of the initiative order, we have Braun, then Rikio.
Wonderful. Okay. So, bonus action glimpse at our boy Splish.
Okay. Oh. You
Yeah.
you give a brief shimmer, and this Oh no, sorry. This is glimpse. No, I'm thinking of the other one that gives fire.
Nope.
All right. Boink. Anything else you'd like to do with your turn?
I'm going to reach up and pat Rio, and he's going to be set on fire with
Oh no.
the embrace.
Okay.
Once again, let me get that pulled.
So you just pat up at Rio's back and wings, and all of a sudden there is this brief kind of flicker before they erupt into this almost phoenix-like plume.
So if you're attacked or the next time you make physical contact against an enemy, fire damage is dealt, which
Light them up.
melee attacks count as physical attacks for you because your claws, right? So
Oh, I didn't
extra
realize
fire
it went the
damage.
other way.
Yep,
you're able
it's
to
both.
back hurt them.
Where's a nice little fire icon?
If I crit something right now, it's gonna suck for them.
Mm-hmm.
Not kill
Where-
it. It's dead.
Oh, this is gonna be
Lightning.
fun.
Oh dear.
Devil man with a devil cat in the shoulder. Yeah. All right. Anything else you'd like to do with your turn, Braun?
Yeah, so someone who's more creative than.
That's my action.
Somebody
and
draw
bonus
that.
action.
Anything you'd like to do as a free action?
I'm not crying. I can tell you that. I
Okay.
can't see the creature, so I can't try and determine anything about it. So no.
I will say, due to the special nature of this encounter, you can attempt to make an analysis check at disadvantage when the creature is not visible, because
Okay. Cool.
you still
What-
feel
what-
feel
what
its gaze on your back.
What roll?
Alrighty. Choose for me either. Ironically, either survival or Arcana.
We're gonna go for Arcana. That's
5. Disadvantage. Just
fine. Okay, yeah,
technically.
you're right. Fair enough. Disadvantage just in case.
No better.
That's a
All right.
5.
It's hard to breathe in this place, and like you're looking around and into the darkness and miasma and mist. Like, it's weird to hear what almost sounds like ocean waves crashing against like a dock, like a stone jetty, further beyond the precipice in this location. It's kind of it's giving you this weird liminal feeling. All right, Rikio. Seems like prepared, the grip of his sword on his hilt, but is not actively
about Bella?
unsheathing it. Oh yes, Bella. My apologies. Absolutely. What are you having Bella do? As Bella's kind of looking to you, like staring at the darkness.
I don't know what all Bella can do. I guess.
Use tackle.
I can help say a little prayer in a way, a manner of speaking.
If anything comes at you, just punch it. So basically, held action attack or something if it comes within 5 feet.
Okay. She's gonna like pull out like this gnarled like stick. It looks like she pulled out from somewhere.
Yeah, Braun would offer her a knife, but he doesn't have any on him right now.
Mm-hmm. All right. That was Braun. Rikio, doesn't really know what to do, and so he just tries to call out in Shengengo. We are not here to harm you. We are trying to help. Please accept our blessing. And he is going to try to do persuasion. If there is any... Fuck! It just hacks up some of the mist.
Mm-hmm.
No response. Ale!
Okay, what do I know about, like, purifying spirits?
Okay. We'll consider this. Technically, you did some of this check already in a previous session. But I'll allow either either Arcana or Religion.
I'll take the Arcana.
Okay. That's an 11.
Stupid poison.
Actually, sorry. This would be a straight roll. So the 15.
Poisoned.
Oh, you're right. You are absolutely correct. My apologies. Actually, no. Let me mark that on your sheets. Actually,
What?
no,
I've
on
already
the
got it
token.
marked on mine. Oh, I
Okay.
see. I've got it
On
marked
the
sheet for
token,
me,
on the
but
token.
Yeah.
I mean, sorry.
That's fair.
There's a little icky, a little gross,
What?
little icky icon.
What just failed?
A free action from Ale to see what she knows about purification and spirits. Okay.
Mm,
In that case, I will just recite what you understand already. As has been established previously during a earlier session, this is basically a haunting, in which, presumably, the spirit still exists in some incorporeal form, meaning it can't directly be targeted. Ergo, it's a question currently of drawing the spirit out first, causing it to manifest, and then from there trying to address it and target it in order to either appease it or, you know, kill it in quotations.
Alright. Ale
As
is
for-
going to...
Oh, go ahead.
Alright, oh, sorry, I'll let you continue there to finish up.
Oh yeah, I was gonna say, as for specifically what that could be, you're not very familiar with this type of spirit, other than, I mean, salt, I guess. That typically is a good go-to for ghosts.
Alright. We gotta
The
assault the
supernatural
spirit.
approach
Got it.
gets the salt.
Mm-hmm.
We gotta assault this thing, guys.
Mm-hmm.
Alright, no, Ale is going to just step off to the side a little bit and a little bit forward and address the room, hopefully the Baku, and call out, Spirit Baku. I might not know your ways, but we're here to help. If you come forward, let us know what it is that you're seeking.
Roll a persuasion check with disadvantage.
Of course.
14. There is... You almost notice a brief ripple in the tide as you're getting closer to the quote-unquote shoreline, along this, like, stone... looking down this stone stairwell. You can barely make out this ebb and flow, this crash and wave, the rising and falling of this tide. As that almost seems to, like, hesitate for a minute before the wave kind of collapses on itself and crashes. It seems to
Alright.
recognize something. And now it's going to do one of its haunting actions.
Alright.
So...
Haunting actions? Oh no.
It's like lair actions, but worse.
What's it gonna do is a very good question.
Normally you have a few minutes before the haunt begins.
No, we're starting straight off the bat. All right. So, I guess that would be the case. Okay, so, Ale, I would like you to
Yeah?
make a charisma saving throw for me. 21. Almost in response to this, to you speaking, you begin to see some of the miasma begin to kind of billow up from your throat as you speak, and as you kind of cough and kind of shudder a bit, you feel this brief kind of inebriated haze before you shrug it off. As like you feel yourself taking one step forward towards the stairwell, but you manage to catch yourself.
Alright.
All right. That's all right. That is all the haunting does for now. Anything you would like Clotho to do? Or anything else for your turn first? Apologies.
No, I think that's everything for Ale at this point.
Mm-hmm.
Uh,
I should have asked if he was at the end of your turn. Apologies.
no worries. For what we're gonna ask Clotho to do is just sort of stay ready, but ask him to figure out what he knows of this creature as quickly as he can.
Ah, basically asking him to do an analysis check.
Analysis,
Okay.
Yeah, analysis and yeah. What does he know? What can he figure out?
All right. I'm picking up what you're putting down. First, let me get the music
he seems
up again.
pretty knowledgeable. So, and he's been around. So.
Okay.
Gotta utilize him.
So he is going to roll. Which would he be better at? Actually, is a good question. Yeah. Oh, yeah. Arcana. Duh. Yep. He is. I mean, he's pretty good at both. To be fair. That's a natural fucking 20.
Unsurprising.
Okay. Clotho immediately perks up, seeing you. Like the moment you, there is this brief kind of stupor that you feel yourself slip into before knocking out of it. Clotho immediately clocks that, and looks at you and the rest of the party. The spirit is trying to influence us. I'm uncertain of whether it is trying to guide us as much as it is to lash out. Though I'm quite familiar with hauntings such as this, the spirit is constantly striving for its answer while sabotaging itself short. I don't know if that entirely makes sense, but if you feel an influence sweep over you, be careful, but it may lead to answers.
Good to know. Thank you.
And that's it. And that will be his turn. Because he's just holding his action, holding his action in case anything pops out. Knife at the ready.
Yeah.
All right. Hey, UA.
Hearing Clotho talk about that, Yue is going to do kind of. She's not exactly going to persuade out to the area. I guess this is a question for character. What prayers were said during the celebration of the dead when she was younger?
Ooh.
Yeah.
You know what? Roll. Ooh, what would this be?
I know. I should have talked with you before on this. Like,
No. That's a fair point. This would be history check at disadvantage because this would be a very young memory for you.
Okay.
If you're referring to like back at home, yeah.
No, more like the annual celebration that happens.
Oh, in Everton, do you mean?
Yeah, back in Everton.
Oh, okay, never mind.
Yeah,
that would have been a straight roll, but that's still
Okay.
a 5.
Yeah, it's still a 5. Here, I'll burn my inspiration and.
Oh, sure. In that case, re-roll.
Alright, and then put it back to normal.
7. To be perfectly honest, whenever you heard the various clergymen underneath the Fate Weaver, usually it was Saint Edgallen, the Storm Vulture. They always waxed on about this very macabre poetry, and you kind of started to slough off after a while, like when you were younger. You do not remember.
Honestly.
You don't remember a whole lot yourself verbatim.
Just pass under my breath and Huang Feng for a second before still Still going to try something, but it's going to be a little harder now that she doesn't exactly have a reference.
Okay.
She's first going to turn both her blades down so they're no longer like defensive, but like pointing downwards.
Okay.
And she's going to bring the arm that has the bell in front, and she's just going to start thinking of her family that died, and going to give the bell one ring.
Oh. Roll. This isn't there is no specific like skill for this yet, but I would say
Yeah,
this would be an occult check, basically. A check using your occult principle, aka roll a d20 and add your proficiency modifier plus your understanding of fade, because this is your primary your primary principle.
Okay. I should have 1, 2. Let's see.
What's your proficiency bonus again?
I believe my proficiency bonus is it's 2, and then
Yeah.
I was just
So this would be a
remembering that
+3.
was paid. +3. Okay.
So because your understanding is only 1 currently.
Yeah, she's for anybody seeing like her physicality, like she's actually squinting her eyes pretty shut right now. She's she's not exactly doing so hot.
14. Okay. Once again, there is this brief din of silence as the cascading waters briefly give way, and that sense of dread, that sense of mourning, that sense of anger resonates within you for a moment. As for in a brief instant, you almost feel a connection with the spirit beyond, and the charge that they had accompanied now passed. There is a similar sorrowful anger in the haze at the loss of someone.
That feeling that Yue opens her eyes and looks out to the direction that feeling's coming from.
Roll a perception check for me.
Perception? Okay.
6. The only pull you're really getting is, unfortunately, towards the water.
That's fine. Yeah, she just kind of, like, her eyes just can't, like, keep darting out to various parts of the water, just almost like she's trying to look for something kindred, but yeah, that's about all she can do. I guess I can free action, try to analyze this point.
You know what? Sure.
Okay.
I'll allow that. This will be survival or Arcana disadvantage.
I'll do. That's a great question. I'll do Arcana.
Okay. 11. Ooh. Did roll low. Alrighty. So, you did actually succeed. There are because this creature has yet to manifest. You cannot analyze any of its physical abilities. However, there are 2 haunting features, we'll say, that you can choose from. In Malady's Wake or Drunkard's Sleep.
A typical.
I'm ignoring that.
I'm gonna go with just to kind of stay on theme where UA's mind is. I'm gonna go with Melody's Wake.
Okay. On the first and second round of combat, the Baku may take their turn at any point in the initiative, so long it is after the turn of a creature that has contacted or incubated the Baku's plague. On the third and fourth round, it may take 2 turns after contacted creatures. On the fifth and sixth round, it may take 3 turns. So, the longer that you that this creature does not manifest, the more it is able to haunt and influence the region until you actually figure out how to appease it.
Okay.
I believe that is the end of your turn.
Mm-hmm.
All right. Next up is Splish. What the fuck is Splish gonna do?
Oh, goody.
Splish is going to very gingerly. How many characters can get that movement speed? By the way, is it just everyone?
The whole, yeah. I think
Yeah.
so.
Everyone?
Let's see.
Okay.
Yeah, let's see. I'll
Okay,
double check and see what it says.
He's just gonna waddle up to the edge.
Fair.
Boink, 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 boink. And he's gonna try to analyze.
2 things, code. 1, no level 10 spells. 2, this one's actually in nature. Reminder, Glimpse is still active even if he's not within 5 feet of me.
I've understood. I can't smell what it's saying. It's dark out there. And Splish is just gonna hold his action.
Fair.
Actually, you know what? Splish is going to try to talk with it. And he's going to try to start speaking. Mia would understand this in Sylvan, and is going to start calling out, "Hello? Can you understand me? I'm here to help you. I can help clean you up." It's gonna roll persuasion, unfortunately with disadvantage. So the first roll was in that one.
Oh no.
I was going to ask if there was a way I could help with that, since I'm in earshot and I'm the only one that understands Sylvan.
You can try something on your turn.
Oh no.
All right,
Splish,
we'll roll for severity to see how bad it is. Ooh, that's a 14. Hold on. Oh boy. All of a sudden, you watch as some of that a spray of that miasma crashes against the jetty, sending it just a splash of this brackish, almost again that purple, crimson, black, murky, muddy water that splatters him. Just he is not reacting well. Now he's next turn he is going to try to clean himself off. He is in fact covered in ick. So that's his turn. Hey Mew.
God damn. All right, well, yeah, I'm gonna try just calling out in Sylvan, just to the room in general.
Okay.
Now look, we ain't pulling your chain. We all really here to help you. Now you can make this easy and just come on out so we can have a talk.
Roll another persuasion. With disadvantage, unfortunately.
Yeah, disadvantage.
11. You, as you call out, you once again start to see a little bit of a in recognition of your speech, there is this kind of murky, like the mist begins to almost like ebb and shift and move a bit. You can
Where?
almost, honestly, the first thing that catches your glance is a vaguely humanoid face, roughly this direction. Before you start seeing like a handful, like here and there, that almost seem to like their heads kind of turn and like look at you pleading. Before they disappear into the mist again, and the tide is less heavy this time as it trickles against the waves, as it crashes against the edge here. But no sign of the creature yet.
Well, not really sure what else I can do at the moment. Just gonna keep holding on to this spell.
Okay. Alrighty. I'll say the persuasion check was your action for the sake of this.
Mm-hmm.
All right. In that case, then, hey Rio.
I have no fucking idea what I want to do.
That is fair. This is a very different type of encounter.
I want to try to analyze just the mist.
Okay.
See how dreamy it is.
Okay.
See if I can put some of my dream walking experience, the limited Rio has. See if
you would
similar.
If you would like, in that case, I would say this would be another occult check, another d20, plus your essentially +3, because proficiency plus understanding.
+3, you said?
Yeah, yeah, total of 3. Yeah, another 14. As you kind of gaze into the mist, you do definitely get this liminal feeling, the vaguest whiff, the vaguest hint of dream stuff, for lack of a better term, as though this is definitely a projection of some kind, caused, of course, by the spirit. You're starting to notice there is a bit of a pattern to the way the mist is moving. It is vaguely moving in this very like circular motion, all around the environment. Though you can't quite make out where the eye is. Yeah. As much as you can tell, it's somewhere out, once again, towards the water.
Okay. Rio relay that it seems like something's originating from the water and something seems to be controlling or projecting these mists that we're seeing.
Okay.
And would that be an action? Or a free action for that?
The occult check. I'll say that was a free action. Sure. Sorry. Let me pop it back over to you.
Okay, Rio's just gonna just hop off of Moo's shoulder for now, and just ready an attack action in case something happens.
Okay. All right. In that case, back at the top of the initiative, we have Braun, Braun and Bella, and then Rikio. Do we know if Tixel came back from the from the bio break yet?
I think
I'm here.
shoot up.
Oh, okay. There we go. Hi.
Okay, so has it shown itself again yet?
Unfortunately, no.
You said I could feel its eyes on my back. This is gonna be weird. Can I tell it's within 30 feet of me?
For the sake of this, roll either investigation or an occult check.
We can go for an investigation. Here we go.
Natural
Natural
20. Okay. So, I will again just describe for the sake of this. This creature is not yet corporeal. There is no physical form to be seen. There is no physical form to be targeted. For the sake of this space, because it is in its haunting phase, it can basically just constantly do lair actions on its turn to anything in its lair.
Cool. What about the effects of shared thoughts?
Now that is a good question.
Oh boy.
Okay. Whew, okay, this is going to be interesting. I will say with a natural 20, this is going to be a very prominent risk of you trying to establish a direct connection with this spirit.
Braun's no stranger to risk. He's gonna go for it.
Okay. In that case, I will have you roll for me a charisma saving throw.
You got it. Oh boy, at least it's not wisdom.
Bronze head explodes, no. 12.
Yeah, I'll keep it 12.
So, as you try to reach out into this mist, you feel... At first, you don't really feel it as much. Sorry, you don't as much see it as much as you feel it in your mind. This dull kind of like waking from a stupor, almost. As for like a brief minute, everything is hazy and foggy. Your body feels heavy, as if you're intoxicated. And you turn over to the right of you, and you see a corpse. A corpse of a Kenku woman, Peafowl Kenku. The body is just desecrated. It is mutilated beyond recognition. And you feel nothing but anger. As the waves of sewage and stale liquor wash over you, your vision returns to you, and the Baku is going to perform a haunting action directly at you. I'm going to ask you to make another charisma save at disadvantage.
You got it. That's a 15.
Ooh, that's pretty fucking high. Is that enough? You know what? High or low?
Let's go high.
Okay. For a brief moment, you feel that influence begin to seep over you. You begin to hear this command in your mind as that anger and that inebriation sweeps over your mind. Desecrates Gaijin. And as you feel that that influence begin to sweep over you, your fists clench. You feel your teeth begin to sharpen. The blood through your veins starts feeling heavy and limp as you feel yourself losing control. Until you regain your consciousness and manage to slip back, manage to regain your composure as you look down, like, what the fuck am I doing?
Is there any way that, as it gives that command, Braun can give a simple reply?
You know what? Because of the shared thoughts, you can.
This isn't the way, big guy. She wouldn't want it. And Braun's just gonna like have that moment of like pure compassion, pure understanding of like, dude, believe me, I know.
Now,
I don't know if that's not gonna. I don't know if that's gonna do anything, but that's what's gonna.
I will say,
be what Braun does.
and because there's been multiple failed checks and all on the, now you've established this, because you've managed to cross the language barrier and make a literal direct thought connection with this creature, this will be a straight persuasion roll instead of disadvantage.
Huzzah! And I didn't spend any of my inspiration yet. Here we go.
Nope.
Not yet.
I'm trained in persuasion. That is a. Oh no, that was a disadvantage. That's still a 14.
Okay. Sorry, I need to check something real quick. Okay. The crashing of the waves and the coiling of the mist gets weirdly, as the waves begin to calm, the swirling mist begins to move quicker. You almost begin to notice as like almost more of like the miasma begins to take flight or become more active, as though the land itself is reacting less and less to the presence of this creature, and the spirit itself is becoming more mobile. And the only recollection you can make in your mind is that you weren't soaked in the water as much as briefly the water level rose up and soaked into you before it swept away, and then you saw the body.
Mm-hmm. So that's just my action, right?
Yes, you have your movement.
Cool. I'm going to move to be up next to UA, and I'm going to glimpse. I'm going to glimpse Clotho actually.
Okay, alrighty.
With my bonus action. Then Bella's also going to move up behind me. When it's her turn, I am jumping ahead of things.
Oh, okay. Apologies.
Free action, investigate.
I'll say the free action was to get the nat 20 gathering.
That is fair.
Mm-hmm. That was your research. You did your thing. It seemed to have an effect.
Gotcha. Wonderful. That's why I was questioning. I'm just ensuring. Okay, yeah.
Okay.
On Bella's turn, she's going to approach and prepare the help action just for the next attempt.
Okay. I'll say she'll go up to Ale, actually. And go to give her the help action for whatever next thing she tries to do.
Yep. Completely agreed and fair.
Okay.
I feel like that's literally the best she can do right now.
Mm-hmm. It's an interesting fight for sure.
Riki, in that case, now it is Rikio's turn. He seems to recognize. Oh, I'm not good at talking at this thing. So he's gonna just start looking around, and is gonna see if there's anything in the environment. Like, even though it's dark as shit, the only light source in here is either from like the faint glow of the miasma, or from Braun, who is the fucking beacon right now. He is going to see.
And that entire time that washing over happened, that flame did not die.
Yep. Natural fucking 20 from Rikio on the perception check. Okay. As he peers out, he's gonna walk up next to Ale. Once again, sword at his hip. And is going to try to look out across the water. Before he, like, roughly points. I think I saw something. And he is going to point down this way, roughly. Something is reflective or glinting in the firelight. And he is also going to hold his turn in case any enemies appear. Because he's just as confused as everyone else. Next up, then, we have Ale and Clotho with UA on deck.
Okay, so there's something glinting out there.
Here's something better to fidget with.
Ale is going to take a deep breath at that revelation and sort of, motion Bella back as she goes to fly out towards where that was pointed out.
Oh boy. So how far are you flying?
I guess I can fly up to 45 in the direction of.
Okay. So are you
Where
going
he pointed.
anywhere? Which would be roughly, he was pointing like over this way. So I'll say if you want to go like anywhere in these squares.
Yeah, I'll go there.
Okay. Okay. As you
Anything I see in the darkness?
first roll me a perception check. 6. From what you can make out in the haze, as you're trying to narrowly avoid the various clouds of miasma, gazing out amongst the water, there are two things you immediately recognize. One, in the few spots that are less murky and less opaque, looking down the water, you can barely make out the forms of a multitude of bodies down beneath the waves and submerged by this intoxicating tide. Secondarily, you can also see a massive pile of refuse, broken crates, old barrels of multitude of kinds, jars, it just a massive trash heap. Is almost making this island, essentially like cresting out of the water.
Okay.
And that's like the most you can really make out right now.
All right. So I can't really see what was glinting. Can't see much of a note right now. Ale is going to address the miasma that's around and she's going to say, trying to be quiet enough that the others may not be able to hear her crazy idea here. She's gonna say, if it would help you communicate and make things better, you can take my form to communicate.
Okay. Oh, now this will unfortunately once again be persuasion with disadvantage.
Mm-hmm.
Or I guess I should ask, are you speaking to this thing in common?
Yeah.
Okay. 21 though.
Of the languages that I have, that's probably, well, maybe Celestial, but no, I'll just do common.
Okay. In that case, 21. As you utter those words, reaching out, calling to the ether, you once again, everyone again notices this change in the current. As this billowing, swirling tide, in parts begin to slow as now the miasma is starting to spin, actively now. Now you're making out whispers and almost like distant howls and shrieks of the wind beyond. As for a brief moment, a pair of those gleaming eyes stares deeply back into yours, Ale, before it will charge straight towards you and disappear into your form. Are you choosing to intentionally fail the charisma save?
Yes.
Okay. In that case... What is Ale thinking in those brief moments before this thing approaches? If you don't know.
Yeah, she's being as, like, honest and sincere that she wants to help this thing. She's being apologetic in her mind for all the pain and suffering that the people of Neurocaster City have caused the people in this district. And she's thinking about how she's seen firsthand how the city is basically corrupt run for those in charge, and everyone else suffers for it.
Okay. In that case, this is going to sound weird, but roll for me an occultism check using lens. This will be another d20 plus 3. $11.
Can I inspiration that?
Absolutely, reroll. Ooh.
That's worse.
Yeah, Alright, I'll roll for severity. Not supremely high, which is good. You briefly, it's as this spirit merges with your own form, you briefly feel this connection, this brief kinship, of what it feels to have a part of you that is desecrated, or corruption of some kind, something that you did not choose to be a part of you. And almost in that instant, you feel once again that brackish water begin to swell and swell to almost consume your body. That feeling of hopelessness and anger swells up within you, and you have but one command. Desecrate. Gaijin. You are currently possessed. So, while you are possessed by this Baku, for all intents and purposes, you still have control of your character's actions, movements, whichever. However, you must perform this action to the best of your ability. And in this case, Desecrate Gaijin is meaning anyone who is not of Kamayashi.
Mm-hmm.
And so,
All right.
I believe you've already used your action to try to persuade this creature. So there's nothing. I believe there's nothing else you can do currently on your turn.
Yeah.
As everyone watches the physical form of this a spectral quadrupedal figure charge before absorbing itself into Ael's body, the miasma begins to slow again, as it seems preoccupied elsewhere. U8, it is now your turn, and before Splish.
Oh boy. UA for just a brief second, just kind of looks slack-jawed at, guess what's just happened to her teammates, and can only guess what's happening inside.
You see the miasma almost beginning to swirl and lift up Ael's wings. The eyes now glowing that similar bright, almost sickly amber, as there is nothing but a dull, aching hate staring back at you.
Okay. UA turns towards the possessed Ael then. and starts walking forward.
Okay.
As she starts moving towards Ale, she's going to sheath both of her weapons, but then her big hand's going to pull the sheath with the katana out.
Okay.
So kind of, pulling it off of her body and just kind of holding it in one hand.
Okay.
She's trying to think of everything she can for this, but she's going to because yeah, she had that moment of familiarity with this thing last turn, right?
Mm-hmm.
She's gonna keep going with that. She's going to think about the pain and the hurt and the terrible things that have happened since her time here. Like, again, the Everton riots, as you talked about in the past, of like the the unrest of her people here, and also swirl with that like the war and hate that goes on at home back in Tamayashi.
Okay.
And basically focus on that pain and that hurt and everything to try to still resonate with this Baku. And she's going to ring the bell again.
Okay. First, I would like to ask, how far forward do you move?
Let's see. I have 40 feet of movement.
Mm-hmm.
Pretty much to only the physical edge. She's not going to fly just yet.
Yeah, you can, actually, what can you see? This is a good question.
Not dark vision.
Yeah, you can barely make out that there is a stairwell directly to the south of you, leading down into the water.
That's fair. For right now, she just wants to be as close to Baku Ale as she can.
Mm-hmm. All right, and as you ring the bell, another occultism check, d20 plus 3.
And then she's just muttering under her breath, and well, not under her breath. She's speaking at a normal tone, I guess. Not terribly loud, not terribly quiet. I share in the pain you feel, both here and in our land back home.
Roll the d20 again. We'll say this is advantage.
Okay.
Natural 20. So, as Ale's head turns, that sickly amber light almost beginning to glow radiant now, the hand reaching out as if about to cast some sort of spell. The bell rings silently a second time. And as that chime rings out, you feel a weird weight lifting off of your shoulders, as if the gaze of several eyes have finally turned away from you in this moment. And as you gaze out, you can barely make out the dozens, hundreds almost now, of the faces of the multitude of plague victims staring out from the miasma, and all of their heads turn before turn towards the heap of refuse, as all of them begin to swirl and coil closer and closer towards it, the influence that comes over Ale escapes from her mouth once more and joins them. As apparating amidst pulling itself from the pile of refuse, you see now in its physical form the miasmic nightmare, the corrupted Baku. It is physically manifested. Now here comes the fun part. Anything else you'd like to do with your turn, or is that it?
I stare at it and, yeah, with the katana being held and sheathed in my other hand, I just kind of, I point part of the handle towards it. There's a little piece in katana construction, a little piece of metal that's underneath the binding of the handle. For family crest. And a coin.
I see.
Mhm.
We shall see how the beast reacts
Yeah, we'll see how that
on
turns
its
out.
turn. So,
Yep.
now that the beast has physically manifest, it is going to join the initiative. Hold on, let me see something here. Hold on. We'll say this would go right here. Okay. Alrighty, so it was just UA's turn. And unfortunately, just with how this turned out, taking the middlemost portion of the initiative is the Baku.
Instant
As-
reaction.
Mm-hmm. What is it going to do now that it's physical? Oh boy. That is a very good question. Yeah, it is going to move forward. And as this thing begins to walk, reaching the edge of the shoreline, it merely takes another step and begins walking along the surface of the water. 20, 25. And just barely within range, all of a sudden you hear what can only be described as a mix of the trumpet call of a pachyderm, and hawking and coughing up a lung, as there is this this spray of miasma and phlegm that just sprays in the direction of Ale. I'm gonna need you to make a Constitution saving throw.
Okay.
15. Unfortunately, that is barely a failure.
Let's see. Oh, and that's just for exhaustion. Never mind.
Yep. As you take... As you take 8 points of poison damage, and you have now for certain made contact with the Baku's plague. And you are already
Alright.
poisoned, so you do not gain any additional effects. Okay.
So I'm bloodied.
Mm-hmm. Oh, yes. So, in that case, I'm gonna need you to make a wisdom saving throw for me. I was wondering when this was gonna come out. 18. You manage. You, as your body goes through this turmoil in this brief split second. Oh, also, sorry, we're gonna hear whatever's going on in the background. Someone's like drawing up papers or something. Sorry. Either way. As this turmoil wraps your body in these brief seconds, you feel your mind cascading, sinking deeper and deeper into the mist. Before you feel this light overcome you, something deeper within, something pale and sickly and unmerciful in its radiance. As for a brief split second, another light takes its form in Ael's eyes before you once again shudder and you feel almost this burning sensation at the back of your retinas, and you try to blink, try to cast it out of your mind. As you once again stare back out, all that really remains is that inky, are those oily, rainbow of colors at your peripheral vision. You do not go into your cursed form.
Wonderful.
Fun. Now it's Splish's turn. Damn, I was hoping for something. That's fine. Splish. Splish is just gonna take their action to cast Prestidigitation and just this brief, just cloud of arcane purple smoke, different shade than all the gross miasma that's going around everywhere. And for a brief split second, Splish just looks pristine and clean, and slightly lavender scented. As he just, oh, that was very gross. Oh dear, it's here. And he looks down into the water and decides that's a bad idea. And he is gonna start waddling his way over towards about 40 feet this way, over towards the stairs, heading past Yue. Like, oh, pardon me, excuse me, sorry, pardon me, excuse me. And then here. Next up then is Mew's turn with Rio on deck.
Okay, I hear something happening over here, right?
Oh yeah, you saw it appear before it slumped down from the island and towards the water.
Okay, I'm not wasting any time. I'm not gonna attack it yet because I want to make sure that everyone else can also like keep track of this thing. So I'm gonna run to the edge and hit it with Fairy Fire.
Okay. Now the middle of this thing is already kind of glowing, but nonetheless.
I just want to make sure because some of us are also like racking up like status effects that like incur disadvantage. So if I can cancel that out, all the better.
So if you can click on Fairy Fire for me real quick. I'm trying to check how this 20-foot cube. Objects and afflicted creatures shed dim light in a 10-foot radius. Where are you casting this cube?
Like, I can see the Bakir,
right on top of it. Yes, you can.
Yeah.
Yeah, I'm guessing just right on top of it, not trying to get ale in it.
Yeah.
Okay. All right. In that case, there is this brief glow, as almost like bubbling and weirdly sparking from the surface of the water, almost like this chemical reaction. There is this billowing cloud of light and flickering, burning moths that begin to erupt out from as if from nowhere, and all begin to crowd around and collect on the surface of this creature. Some of them begin to sputter and die off and turn back to ash, falling back into the water. But most of them stay. And we'll say, just to show that the fairy fire is active, let's make this guy a little more of a different kind of glowy. Like this. Boink.
Perfect.
Alrighty, and for the sake of this, it is under the effects of fairy fire. Alright, anything else you'd like to do with your turn?
Can I see Ale from here?
Yeah.
Can I get a read on like her condition? Like how's she looking?
I'll say this will be a free medicine check. Five. Could be better. From what you can see, definitely not doing the best, but as for how close to death, good question. Alrighty.
Right.
In that case, I believe, is that the end of your turn?
Yep.
Alrighty. Next up, then, we have Rio with Braun on deck.
All right. Maria wants to just run by Splish
Okay.
and just tell him to try purifying the garbage pile that keeps getting brought up, and then just continue moving closer to the thing.
I didn't bring all my tools with me. This would take weeks to purge.
I can move 80 right now, can't I? If I sprint.
The fucking I mean, yeah, with the dash plus your fucking march, the eternal march.
All right.
God
I got advantage
damn.
on him right now.
Do you?
Fairy fire.
Oh right, yeah, you absolutely do. Are you making an attack against this guy?
I'm gonna go here. Yeah, I'm gonna punch him in the face, or at least attempt to.
Okay. I can. I don't want to presume, but I can guess. I can imagine. Okay. I can imagine what weapon you're gonna use.
Actually, can I analyze him first? A free action?
Sure, absolutely.
What am I rolling? Nature.
Survival or Arcana.
If I can find the button, there it is.
10. Alright. It rolled hot garbage. Okay. Now, you can actually start gleaming some other stuff.
Yeah.
So, you can technically this thing does have a number of immunities and resistances. If you were going to try to target a vulnerability, I will say for the sake of this, its vulnerabilities are not any conventional damage types.
I was
like
looking
fire.
for resistance. I was looking for resistances, anyways.
Okay. Roll a d6 for me.
Unrecognizable command.
2. Due to the nature of this being both an ephemeral and supernatural creature, and clearly some form of magic is going on here, you're pretty confident that this thing's resistant to force damage.
Cool. I'm gonna. I will use my claws, my gauntlets.
Alrighty. Roll for
Let's see
murder.
what happens.
Oh boy.
Yeah.
15. Hold on. Does actually hit. Roll. Are you rolling sneak attack?
That all rolls after, I think. Yes, I will be using sneak attack, and I will be triggering the lightning damage.
Oh boy. All right. Roll me them bones. Jesus Christ. Okay.
work.
So that is.
Let's see if it resists any of this, or all of it.
No,
Plus the
this is.
fire.
Plus the. Would Caress of Fire still be up? If
Fix
Dixel's
fire
still there?
one turn? Or
If I recall,
concentrate?
Caress of
Fire call-
Fire is not a single turn thing. Caress of Fire.
It's
Concentration.
oh, that just stays up. Perfect.
Yeah.
Roll that as
How
well.
long it takes? How long it stays?
Another
up, though.
1 of fire damage. Okay. So that
Test
is
all the resistances.
So that's 9 plus 8 plus 5.
Ah,
Four-
up to 1 minute.
That's 10
okay.
turns. We're fine.
Concentration.
So yeah, it's definitely still up. So that is, yeah, that
This
is
a
basically,
shitty lightning roll.
yeah. That's a low end. Yeesh.
Oh yeah, and I
Um,
still have my offhand.
Yes,
Oh.
you do, but we'll see. We'll see what happens in a minute. I need to do some math first. God damn, that is 17 plus 5 for 23 points of damage that you have hit this thing with. And it needs to make a check after that first attack. I don't think. Yeah, no, that's a nat 1. As you immediately tear into this thing, the moment it apparates, the mods almost paint a target for you into the slightly translucent flesh, quote unquote, of this creature. And as you rip into it, it almost dissolves into this gelatinous murk. That you managed to avoid covering yourself in. The moment you realize is it like the form just collapses. As you take that first attack, as the creature disappears.
Cool.
Is it though?
I'm gonna offhand the puddle just because why not?
Sure. Make an attack roll.
Advantage or no?
No, just a straight roll. I'm sorry you can't roll advantage against the water. 18. Yeah, you just dip your hand in, like, yeah! Just splashing it where the where some of this like little I can only describe it as like, you know, like that sea foam that on the surface of the water, but it's like almost jellified. That you just
Slime water.
Yeah,
Flicks water at rest of party.
yeah, you just splatter the hand in the water, and it barely manages to avoid ale. Though, if anything, I guess that would be slightly cleaner than the gunk that spray that they're currently covered by. So that's your turn. Unless there's anything else you'd like to do.
I think that's everything. I've done bonus.
I think you did your free action.
Yeah,
did you?
Yeah, I did free action to scan for the vulnerability.
Yeah. Okay. All right. In that case, we are back at the top of the order with Braun and Bella. With Rikyo on deck.
Mm-hmm. Okay. So I'm going to head down. How much movement do I have now?
Plus 10 to whatever your normal movement speed is. Which I believe would be 40? Or either 40 or 45.
I'm gonna hop over here kind of in the middle of everything.
Okay, fair. Yeah,
And-
you did manage to see where this thing briefly apparated before Rio just fucking annihilated the thing.
Mm-hmm. Cool.
Uh,
Going to send another message.
Cool.
Do I need to make that save again?
Yeah.
Is it a disadvantage again?
Yeah, turns out it's not super happy. Who'd have thought?
Well, yeah. Shaboom. That's a 10.
Okay. Okay. This is round 4, if I recall. Is it 4 or 5?
4.
4? Okay. Okay.
Is it round 4? I only remember having 3 actions. I remember this. I only remember this being my 3rd.
Was it the
Yeah, this is round 3.
Oh,
This
this
is round-
only round 3. Oh shit.
Oh, this is round 3? Okay, there. Okay. Cool. I was just double checking. How scary is this thing yet? You know what? Yeah. You know what? Yeah. Once again, as the moment that gelatinous spray disappears into the sea of ick, we'll say. The wind almost begins, and miasma begins to billow and buffet once more, and it seems much more aggravated than it was previously, and you can almost hear a trumpeting roar of pain along the wind, as one of these billowing clouds of miasma slips like a serpent between your other party members and straight down your throat. This is going to be another charisma save. What thoughts do you try to get out before this thing tries to possess you?
Pretty much, just another like, damn it, we're trying to help you.
Okay. Another persuasion check.
All right. The sound going, and is this at disadvantage or anything?
Straight roll.
Straight roll.
Shared
Persuade
thoughts.
I'm gonna
6.
re-roll that.
Absolutely. Reroll. 16. That is better. Okay. As you feel this gas, this vapor get forced into your lungs, immediately as that feeling of inebriation of vaping alcohol hits your bloodstream, your vision kind of clouds again, as now you're seeing this peafowl kenku standing before you, almost kneeling down, wearing these gorgeous looking, very ornamental robes, and currently has what looks like a small plate of fruit that's sitting down in front of her, that you feel yourself almost rushing towards, and just kind of sniffing at, before you hear the voice say, "My people are leaving for a land across the sea, and I can't do this alone. I need your help before..." The miasma clouds in your form again, as once again the command rings out in your mind. The body in front of you desecrated, and blood and feathers splattered all across the floor. You are possessed.
Mm-hmm.
Oh boy, and you've already spent your turn.
That was, yep.
Mm-hmm. Bella is going to take her own initiative, seeing that Braun is no longer able to give commands. We'll give a little... what would be a good possessed icon? We'll do eeny, meeny, miny. We'll do this one screaming. That checks out. Bella is going to see that and be like, oh, fuck. With this look of panic and fear in her eyes. And it's like, no, please, not again. Don't do this again. Not please. And she is going to run away. Taking her movement, moving 30 feet away, and is going to take the dodge action.
Mm-hmm. That's smart.
That is her turn. Rikio! Where is Rikio? Oh, there's Rikio. Rikio sees you, sees this serpent of miasma go down your throat, and is like, oh no, you don't. He starts reaching into his pockets, like, come on, I must have something. Before he like has an aha moment, like, this sounds like this look on his face of this is so dumb it just might work.
Hey, he's already fitting into the party.
He's getting it.
And Yue, you hear him call out in Shengengo, if you've had nothing but cheap booze, here's the good stuff. And he will pull out a bottle of fresh mead, and we'll start pouring it down Braun's throats.
All right, what kind of save do I need to make for this?
Roll a wisdom save at advantage.
Yeah.
Okay.
Oh, sorry. No, charisma save. Apologies.
Oh, charisma save. Cool.
That 20
God damn it.
8.
I mean, it was a nat 20.
Okay.
It
All
would've
right.
been
You know
there.
what? Because I'm a merciful DM, and because of the bit, the moment that stale, rancid taste of this almost vinegar-like stale wine gets cleaned from your mouth, you immediately let out this like belch, as this not rose. Oh my god, this orange blossom and like floral sweets, delicious mead gets poured down your throat. You kind of cough a little bit because you weren't expecting to drink it. But like, and as you hack that up, that miasma immediately dissipates from your mouth as you are no longer possessed. So you unfortunately wasted a full bottle of mead for you.
The worst part is, like, for quick personal story, my dad does not like ghosts, and when I was younger he used to make the joke of drowning one spirit out with the other. So this is just a reflection.
And as he has taken his action, the Baku is going to take a haunting action to remanifest. As once again... Oh shit, I deleted the old one. God damn it. I'll have to just recreate it. It's fine. As once again, reappearing from the same mound of trash. Need to get it all nice and glowy again.
I hope you recognize nature. I'm going to keep trying to talk it.
I understand. I understand. There it is. As it once again reappears, it will take the exact same initiative it did before. All right. Which in that case, that is Rikio's turn.
Or has it appeared?
is reappeared back in the trash pile. Over there.
Don't see. Oh.
Yeah,
Oh.
south and east. Oh yeah.
Is it glowing still?
Yep. That violet miasmic glow.
The fairy fire club?
Nope. The fairy fire is no longer active on the creature. However, now as it reapparates now, you can see these various burns and scrapes coming from a much less composed version of the creature. Instead of blood, it is this purplish ooze and ectoplasm that's billowing out from the creature as it looks out. It does not look happy. Hale, what you doing, buddy?
I'm gonna do something stupid.
I like stupid. Let's go ahead.
Why are we all being special to him?
I am going to... Alright, it's come out at that same spot twice, right?
Roughly, yeah. Seems like it.
Okay. There's something about that spot. Rikia pointed at that spot before it manifested. It's manifested there twice.
Funny that.
I am going to move right up to it. Apologize, but that I need to look at where it's standing.
Oh, that's great. Yeah, it just...
Excuse me, I just need to take a look here.
Yeah, you let out this ear-splitting shriek once again that echoes off of the sewer
So
walls.
you silently fly over there, and then you screech like a banshee. Gotcha.
Which direction are you pushing this thing? I'll say you can choose like one of these spaces.
Yeah, I'm gonna choose this one here.
All right. Yep, the spirit actually is moved. Like, as it like you for once you actually do see the eyes widen as it scampers back. Everyone once again sees this brief gradient glow to the eyes and the feathers poof up, briefly looking like this brief cloud of an unmerciful dawn. Before the path is clear in front of you.
Yeah. And then Ale is gonna go and start to dig.
Okay. Roll for me an investigation check. $13. So, luckily this isn't super deep in, and actually the shriek kind of dishevels a few things. As that tremor briefly kind of echoes out, you've managed to barely make out beneath you not only the hand of some like bird talon poking out of the refuse amongst like splintered wood of various like looks like alcohol barrels. But you can barely make out, almost looks like this very shiny, like decorative piece of porcelain. That you can barely make out, almost like gravings or sketchings on it. It's still in the refuse pile though.
Okay. So I'd have to work a little bit more to pull it out.
Seems like it.
Alright. Ale, as she's working at this, is just gonna look at the creature and say, Is this what you wanted us to see?
You see the form of this creature, like hair standing on end, like poised, like scraping its feet off on the ground, like it's ready to charge at you, as its body is currently over this pile of refuse. What's are you gonna try to issue any commands to Clotho all the way in the back, or just kind of let him do his thing?
I trust him to do his thing on his own.
Okay. Clotho
We're going
Is-
reading repairs.
is going to run up. What can he see? That is a good question. I did not enable dark vision on him. I'm a goober.
What can he see with his special eyes?
My brand.
Someone's branding
Okay.
him?
Gosh.
What level of capitalism are we at?
Early? I don't know. Let's see. Clotho.
The hot iron style.
No, this was about that my brand bit, sorry.
Yeah, I know. I'm being a goober. Clotho is going to. Actually, yeah, he's going to do another investigation because that's his whole deal. Well, specifically, he's going to do an Arcana check now that this thing has physically manifested. 18. Clotho is just like gazing over at Braun as you're like wiping like the spray of mead on your face, and the bottle, and is just looking down. You know, Rikio, I believe you're on the right track. This thing is filthy, desecrated, covered in disease and stagnant alcohol and whatever other substances. I think it may need to be cleaned.
Glances at Splish.
Told him to do that.
One eye blinks after the other. But this entire trash heap's gonna take weeks to clean.
You just need one spot for now.
Oh, I can do that.
Good. I'm guessing it's my turn now.
Yes, it absolutely is.
At that exact moment, it's like, good. Just immediately like grab him just behind the neck.
I'll catch
No
you.
check necessary.
He's not gonna resist the grapple.
Good. Because I'm gonna start flying towards the
Hey, I'll help here.
hold still.
Too tight.
A little better than a fast spell special, I guess, for him.
Yeah, I'm not gonna fucking eat him.
My reaction to jump up and catch him.
No, I said I'm not eating him. Oh my god.
All right, hear me out.
Can I calculate the situation as a free action?
No.
Flavor-wise, sure. Mechanically, no.
Alright. Remember, sprinting takes main action.
Oh, no.
Dashing is your action. Sprinting is your action, bonus action, and reaction.
I will dash then.
Okay.
That should get me up to here. I'm going to then
Okay.
push with me, and as I'm going, I'm still thinking of like other emotions to kind of resonate with this. Even though it's corporeal at this point, I just keep kind of holding into that of like we're all scared and lost in this place. Sometimes we need help.
I'm still choking.
Oh yeah, like right as I land on the ground, I let go of Splish and also ring the bell one more time while pretty much glaring this thing down, like not out of anger, but there's almost sympathy.
Okay. I will say, even though it is still an action to grapple,
Oh, okay.
and so unfortunately, I would say you wouldn't be able to make an occult check this turn,
Okay.
because that would take your action to make another check against appeasing the spirit.
Okay. That's fine.
Okay. However, you'll be able to do that on your next turn.
Okay.
Next up is Splish, who's like, Hey, give me a minute. That was. Okay. All right. He like cracks his knuckles and just looks down at this thing. Don't worry about it.
Okay, I'm just imagining this like, this little animation of just him standing there, arms like very tiny, outstretched. Then sudden like hyper realistic human hands appear, and he just cracks him.
Oh shit! Oh no! Oh no! Oh no! The stream disconnected. So it was literally Splish just, all right, let me try something. Stream.
The power of Splish.
A kobold runs excitedly up to you. Look what I can do! He hunkers down and starts concentrating really, really hard. You look up in horror as the moon explodes.
Just imagining, just like, hold on, let me try this. The world just starts unraveling. Oh shit, we're back. Hi everyone. Yeah, sorry about the brief disconnect there. Hold on, refresh.
I swear that's a real Tumblr post I have seen.
Yes, it is.
I'm not funny enough to make
I have
that
seen
one
the
up.
Tumblr post of the kobolds running up and exploding the moon. Okay, so I don't believe we missed much. Yeah, all we missed is UA dragged Splish mid-air. I will say because of how small Splish is, he does not encumber you.
I was gonna say even a medium size doesn't encumber me because I actually have the carrying strength of a large.
Yeah, he's not wearing much equipment, so you're fine. Excuse me. He's a small boy. And as you drag him across, he's like, okay. Like there's like this wet rubbing noise like as he rubs his hands together.
Oh.
And there is this other another great timing on the music. This additional cloud of arcane purplish smoke that just billows up and actually dissipates a small section of the miasma that then the Baku just like retches back in horror, like, oh, clean, as now, Ale, you look down, the clattering of dust and murk and filth and feces that has been caking whatever this is in place is now mostly dissipated, as now you can barely make out parts of a desecrated Kenku, a female Kenku's corpse, as well as a porcelain vase that you can now see, like, what these little paper seals that were on it have long since like soaked in water and like deteriorated away. Like they're dissolved basically.
Oh
Alright.
no. The seals were eating that, and that's how it escaped.
And you are now currently holding a vase that is waterlogged and still filled with liquid, but is at least clean enough that you can grab it without instantly like dirtying your hands.
We know someone with prestidigitation. You're
well,
fine anyways.
Yeah, I have prestidigitation.
Mhm.
Exactly.
And so,
Do you think a little bit of muck or dirt will bother Ale anyway?
and as that blast of arcane energy shoots out, you watch as a lot of that miasma on the creature starts like shimmering this faint like gold amber color as it bleeds out, and this thing is still like heaving as this thing is almost like fighting with its own body. Whatever the fuck happened seemed to have partially worked, but the job ain't over yet. Hey Mew, what the fuck is happening?
That's what I'm trying to. That's what I'm trying to like figure out. Like, well, how can I be useful in this situation right now?
That's fair. Got any Hail Marys or any stupid ideas that just might work?
I mean, I've always got a stupid idea or two.
Perfect!
So I was thinking back to that time, like back in the forest outside of Crowcross, when I was kind of like, I was you know, like, I was like the one person diversion to buy the thieves some time to like get their shit and escape. And I kind of sort of accidentally summoned what I now know is the spirit of an archfey.
What you thinking, buddy?
There's a lot of trash and stuff down here, and a good way to clean that is to just kind of like make it not there anymore.
In other words, burn it?
Basically, yeah.
Okay. You know, so how do you plan on burning this trash?
Well, I think I'm gonna come over here, just kind of like at the edge. So, if I do happen to pull anything off, no one else gets caught in whatever happens. Hopefully.
Valid.
And I'm gonna take out that charred bone. I'm just gonna keep tucked away.
Oh boy, you can feel this faint reverberating hum as you grip the one end.
And just gonna turn over my head for a second and look out at this like landscape of like refuse and like things that have fallen into disuse and disrepair. And I'm just gonna think, place could use some upkeep, some maintenance, if you will. And I'm gonna think that as I bring this like mallet bone down, like on the stone, at the edge of this like.
Fuck yes.
This.
Okay.
See what happens.
So this is going to be an occultism check. This is going to be a d20 plus 3. Though I'll say, what is your what's your I'm trying to think of something here. So intelligence is what you would typically use for your smith's tools, correct?
That is correct.
I will say for this, add your intelligence modifier as well. So d20 plus 3 plus your intelligence.
So plus 6.
You're basically making an occult smithing check.
Hey, that's my long-term goal. Occult blacksmith. That's what he wants to be, I think. Okay.
Okay.
D20
Oh.
plus 6. 11.
Do you have any inspiration you'd like to use, or?
Unless you want to give me inspiration for remembering what day it was.
You know what? Because this is really cool, fuck it.
Right, one more.
One more. 9 plus
6, so 15.
So 15. As you strike this hammer down against the stone beneath you, you hear this resonant chime echo out across the field. And for a brief minute, the miasma begins to dissipate. looking out at this suddenly clear but still brackish water. And for a brief second, it is replaced with a similarly polluted lake. As you're staring out on the horizon line to see the ruins of a city in disarray, long since decrepit and disheveled, a kingdom that has fallen to chaos and its own form of decay. And you hear that deep voice in your minds. One moment, please.
Not again. Not ever.
As you can barely make out from the water. Which direction did you point?
Straight out, like straight out in front of me.
Straight
To the
out.
right.
Okay. You feel as that hand reaches out. There is this faintly glowing emberous hand that almost rises up from the water, collecting amidst the piles of bodies and decay and filth, gripping it in its hands and squeezing, rendering this unmerciful change as you hear the burning and popping of long decayed bodies, but also filth and trash, as it all slowly condenses into coal and ash and smoke before the hand releases and merely just ash. Before then that hand itself just dissipates into smoke as well.
Thanks, big guy.
And as that hand grips against another cluster of detritus, once again the Baku, there is this faint emberous glowing burn that cascades across the fur, and it's turning its head like an animal being set on fire, and is letting out this trumpetous scream. But instead of the burning, taking away and rendering the flesh, it is actually, well, you see this golden, bright, almost like chromatic sheen, less sickly, more vibrant, burning away flash paper. There's this cascade across the body, as more and more patches of this creature's form are growing less and less violet. However, the body is scrambling, scraping, digging its claws into the trash and filth, like it's holding on for dear life. Scared and confused at what's happening to it. More progress is being made. Something's happening. Hey, Rio.
Hey, what does poison do exactly again?
Disadvantage on everything.
Yeah, disadvantage on all skill checks and saving throws, if I recall correctly.
Does it affect
Skill checks
healing?
and attacks.
And attacks.
Skill
Well,
checks and
one-
attacks. Yes.
No,
What one
saving-
prevents?
saving
What
throws
one
are fine.
prevents healing? What am I thinking
Poison.
of?
Poison doesn't prevent healing, no.
Okay.
Yeah, thankfully.
No, only specific effects can prevent healing, mainly chill touch.
Real's gonna shove a potion down Ale's throat.
That's entirely fair. It is a bonus action to give to another person. And so that roll for me. I believe that is a.
I have two of them. I'll use the tonic for now.
These are the ones you got from Mielwyn, if I recall.
Yeah, I got a 2d4 plus 4 one and a 2d6 plus 6 one.
Correct. Which one you pumping into ale?
The weaker one.
Okay, roll them bones.
Healing bones.
That is 11 points of healing back to Ale. As you're like, as Ale, you are currently like still kind of like your body's kind of shuddering and shivering a bit, like you just like you just vomited up everything in your system, and then suddenly you get this splash. This bottle handed over towards you that you very quickly. Okay, you manage to imbibe a bit of. And then almost immediately that shivering, like, heaving pains in your chest very quickly begin to die down and ease the pain to help you keep moving.
Perfect.
Okay, I'm just going to. How's this thing looking?
It looks terrified, but also like. It hasn't sustained any more damage as much as you can. It looks like its coat is changing, and its body is changing. The more that each of these like cleaning acts weirdly begins to work.
All right.
It seems to be definitely on its way. Whatever the hell's happening.
Rio's just gonna prepare an attack.
Okay.
With a non-lethal blow. With his claws.
Okay.
If he attacks either Ale or UA, smack the little thing on the back of the head.
Alrighty, understood. Next up then in that case we have Braun and Bella back at the top of the round.
Mm-hmm. Alright, now I'm gonna try making my way down there.
Alright. Do you start walking into the water?
Yeah.
Alrighty. Now, luckily, you don't need to make any immediate checks by going into the water. And also, because of the Eternal March, you are not impeded by it. So you are just power walking through this this knee-deep water. Eventually comes up to your waist. But you were just, like, marching your way through.
Yeah, this is about as far as I can go without taking a dash action.
Mm-hmm. Anything you'd like to try?
Creature's not within fucking range of me. God damn it.
Aw.
You want to try something weird?
I do, but I don't know what that weird thing would be.
Hurry the fuck up, it can't be all that. I'm kidding.
Do you have any ideas on what could be that weird thing?
If you want a hint, or if you wanted to do try to analyze a bit more, I would say make an Arcana or Survival check.
We'll do that, because I have that action. Arcana. That's a 13.
Okay. We'll say this creature's at deceiving at disadvantage because it is not having a good time. So, as you gaze out at this creature, you're getting a weird mix of feelings from it. As you look at it, on the one hand, there is that like there's still that anger. It's weirdly, the more and more it gets clean, the more it seems to be sober. Where even before it almost had this like sluggish but still like very determined stride to it. Now
Ron
it is
holds no hatred towards this creature.
now
Because
the best way
Ron has been this creature.
Mm-hmm. Yes, it looks like it's hurt a little, obviously from Rio's attack. But the best way I could describe it looks like now is that it is a dog that does not want to get in the bathtub.
Mm-hmm. Ron's also been that creature, so I'm going to use my my action to move forward.
Mm-hmm.
Right there. What?
Nothing.
This Rio's coming.
Y'all left Bella in the dark. Poor
Bella's
girl.
having a Bella's back towards the door having a bit of a time. She's just
Having a moment.
she's sitting this one out. And is you know what, I'll have her make a wisdom save to resist the panic attack. Natural 20.
Bron, cool. Bron's gonna
You
go
know,
over
you're
and comfort her
different.
as soon as he can. But
Yeah.
Bron's going to look at the creature and just kind of in
I have
common.
high functioning anxiety.
How do you? I'm telling your friend we'll get her whatever burial she's deserved. We'll get whatever deserves to be done to whoever did this to her is going to be done. But it's going to be done right, and you don't have to be the one to do it.
All right.
I don't know what that's going to do, but that's what Braun does.
Technically, you spent your action already to dash and your free action to analyze.
Oh, no, he just said that.
Okay.
Thing with no effect.
All right.
Yeah. Like I said, I
yeah.
don't know if that's going to do anything, but he's then going to glimpse Splish.
Understood.
Ugh. Man, you're weird.
As you hear that, coming over to Bella's turn. Bella, as you briefly turn back, that feeling of, oh fuck, and like remembering all that happened during the possession, and
Yeah.
you turn back to look over towards the up from the water, towards the railing, and you can barely make her out. The glint of the glasses as she's like creeping back towards the water, and like a bit of a hand wave. I'm okay.
Thumbs up.
Alrighty.
Getting so strong.
Next up then is the Baku's turn.
Yeah. And
it-
how's it reacting to me pulling at this jar?
Well, it's I'm gonna have to roll something.
Ah, shit, I should have glimpsed Ale instead. Fuck.
It's okay. She just said it
Fine,
actually.
we
It's
have
fine.
we have a cat.
Oh.
Ale knows what she's doing, probably.
I do love that whole dog who doesn't want to get in the bath. Braun's also been that.
It is going to actually. How high is its wisdom? Oh, not bad actually.
Probably higher than mine.
Mm-hmm.
That's not
This-
much. Not hard to be.
This creature looks over to Braun, looks down at Ale, who is currently trying to pull this vase out of the ash and refuse, and then looking down at the pile below it. It is like is like looking off in the middle distance for the moment, almost as if like thinking something. Is like hacks up another like pile of like this miasmic slime off to the side before it starts digging with its with these tiger-like claws, trying to like shovel bits of dirt away, as it is actively trying to resist its own inebriation. And it's gonna roll an athletics check.
Sometimes, buddy, all you need is someone to just be there. And
Mhm.
here now.
Sometimes you need a friend.
Now how strong is it? Not highly. It's trying to scrape at the refuse below it, clearly where you can see parts of an arm, currently sticking out of the pile now. But clearly it's still not fully physically here, so like it can only barely like lift a plank of wood to like flip it. Which barely makes out like a part of like it looks like a piece of fabric that's long since like been like stained and dirtied. And that is its turn. Rikyo is honestly just gonna come up to the railing and just skip his turn, just watching, like realizing, okay, there's not much I can do to help right now. Wait.
We're weird.
Yes, he can. He is gonna jump in the water.
Oh god. Brave bird.
There's a splash. As he now begins actively wading. That's 15. We'll say that's 5 feet to jump.
He's also still under the effect of the thing.
Yep. So he's 40 feet. And he's gonna like very gingerly like holding out his sword, trying to like clear away some of these like slimy, almost cobweb like film that's on the water. Like, makes it. Like, the kami. like he's trying not to throw up. Actually, no, he's gonna dash. He's gonna run his way over and just moment. He'll like kneel down to like rest for a minute before he just grabs a hand, grabs with a hand to try to start pulling at another like piece of like metal. Yeah, that's the sound he makes. Thank you. And it looks like he's trying to start pulling at like what you can now kind of see is like was partially covering the body. This broken like wine barrel that seems to have befallen on top of the body. However, because he just arrived here, that is the end of his turn. Hey, Ale.
Yeah.
What you doing?
Well, Aile's a little confused that the thing didn't attack her and is now kind of trying to help unbury things. But I think, since we're seeing some benefits to cleansing this stuff, she's going to cast her own prestidigitation to clean up.
Oh shit!
What the Baku is uncovering.
Okay. I'll say for this, roll an Arcana check, just to see how good of a job you do. Oh.
I'm gonna use an inspiration.
You know what? That's valid.
Does that roll as a full reroll then?
Just straight
one more
reroll.
roll. Okay.
One more roll. Or I guess, sorry, yes, technically it would be another roll at disadvantage.
Okay. It's
Either way, that's a 17. Hot damn. As you mutter another incantation, and this plume of slightly darker purplish smoke compared to Splish's billows out and sends another spray of refuse and dust, and you can now visibly make out what remains of a female Kenku. What robes she was wearing are long since soaked, long since stained in blood and filth that unfortunately her prestidigitation cannot get out.
That requires mending.
Even that. And you can see this body has basically been ripped to shreds. Like, there was no care this was not a clean kill in the fucking slightest. Nor did they seem to care to. I won't even have you roll a medicine check for that. This body is, well, desecrated, for lack of any better term.
Alright, Ail's just gonna look to the Baku and she's gonna say, "Who did this?" She's gonna ask that. Not knowing if she's gonna get any response or not, but she's gonna ask, "Who did this?"
Roll another persuasion. Disadvantage either way. Like, it is still heaving. As like it sees the eye recognition and like tilts its head confused, but like seems to almost like recognize what you're trying to say. And it briefly kind of thinks for a moment. I'm gonna have it roll. It is going to look out amidst the miasma and filth and just cough again before letting out another like weak trumpet. And for a brief second, you can make out a humanoid figure, elven features. Can't really tell skin tone or color or anything because it's all the same shade. Basically a silhouette. Though you can barely make out that, along with several other like vague humanoid figures, all of which seem to be wearing like almost like this like very like scrappy like leather and like fabric getup. That, you know what, roll a roll investigation. If you can.
Oh, she did.
Oh, sorry, 20. Sorry, it's not 20. I'm
Yeah.
blind. Okay. Sorry, looking through a handful of things.
They're much needed. That's what they are.
That's what they are. Yeah.
You don't outright recognize any specific features outside of like the race of one of them. You can tell obviously that these are people who have since died, and have since joined the crowd, for lack of a better term. Though these seem to be gang members of some kind, either like gang members or hitmen or like mercenary kind of get up. As for you don't recognize any specific faces nor any insignia, anything like that. It is just a vague silhouette of basically a New Arcaster criminal.
Yeah. General thug types.
They seem a bit more kept to get together than like your regular street thug. But like outside of that, you know, it seems to be some denizen
Organized
of the
crime.
underbelly. Yeah.
Alright. Then just the last thing Neil's gonna say is like, you know, not everyone here is is as bad as them. We're here to help.
All right. That's the end of your turn.
Yeah.
Clotho, you can barely make out the glint of Clotho's glasses, just peering out at this whole thing, seemingly just like he since just kind of stopped, just looking, like sitting on the ledge and just like taking notes in a notebook, seemingly
Yeah,
scribbling down
His
everything.
primary task, as far as Ale is concerned, would be making sure Bella's safe.
Hmm.
Mhm.
Fair enough. Yeah, and he doesn't seem particularly perturbed or anything like that.
Perfect.
All right. Next up then is Yue.
Yeah, so the rest of us got to see that silhouette as well, right? Just making sure.
Yes.
Okay.
Vaguely. It wasn't probably as clear for everyone else, but
Yeah.
yeah.
We're still seeing a little bit. You is going to first glance down at the body just for a brief second and just kind of close her eyes in respect before looking back up at the creature here, at the Baku.
Hmm. It looks at you very weakly.
Are we out of initiative?
Not yet.
Not quite yet.
Mm-hmm.
Sorry.
You're good. You're good.
Yeah, she just kind of gives like a sad, understanding smile and continues in Shingengo. We often lose those that we love most. We mourn them. We carry them with us. And we heal. And with that, Yui's gonna actually, the hand that's still holding the katana and scabbard together, she's gonna place that on top of its head. And kind of think of her family, kind of trying to, still share that thought process with him, with it, of like, losing someone, losing people, and kind of reflecting on how she's grown since. And she's gonna ring the bell again.
Roll one more occultism check, d20 plus 3.
Great
Part of me
timing
really
music.
Part of me really wishes I could use that natural 20, but
Do you have another inspiration you want to burn, or?
I don't have any more inspirations. I just have that birthday 20, but that's for
Okay.
different use. I mean, I'd be willing to burn it, but
That's up to you. Your call.
sure, I'll burn the birthday 20.
Okay.
Get it out of my inventory.
So, as
Happy
you
birthday, Mara.
It's nearly 2 months later. It's finally I used it.
as you ring out this bell, shit, my alarm.
The bells have come.
Shut up.
Oh, the phone is ringing.
All right. And as you ring that bell one more time, placing this monument of your mourning and sorrow beyond it, this remembrance for the dead, and with one final ring, you faintly see, or I should say that Braun, Yue, and Ale all see this vague, ethereal silhouette slowly rise up, almost pulling itself up from the refuse as well. An effeminate, ethereal peahen Kenku. You sort of dab, or daub, sort of browns, now replaced with a very vibrant, shimmering blue. Kind of looks over towards the Baku, and there's this moment, this instant look of recognition. And she will just very gently reach out, caressing the side of the Baku's face, and just give a solemn nod. And you, Yue, would recognize she mouths the words, "It's okay. Let go," before the form disappears. And as that happens, the Baku just kind of looks blankly towards the space that the Kenku once stood, and just slowly closes its eyes. And one moment, please. Because I need to prep something real quick. Because I realized I forgot something.
Yeah, whoops. It's okay. It gives me a second to recover because definitely, it's definitely starting getting like character emotional feedback.
No.
It's a good thing. That means that the character is thriving. Just Wama.
Yay!
Wama. It's always a good part of my writing. It's like, oh, they can create emotions that can hurt me too. Cool.
Yippee!
It is not the first time.
Nor will it be the last.
Nope.
As the Baku finally closes its eyes and gives in, it will come up to Splish's turn, who very silently waddles along, and it just quietly, like almost like hands, like kind of meekly, like folded in front of him, like it's like walking up to like a viewing casket,
Yeah.
like at a funeral, and just looks up like.
Hand up and snaps the Baku's neck.
Oh God.
No!
No, don't be unhinged. Smash.
Rest in peace, big guy.
No.
Jesus.
No. That's not canon. Don't clip it. Okay. Splish will very quietly walk up to the now accepting form of the Baku, and will cast Prestidigitation on him, as it makes one final save. Okay. And the body will very slowly fade. And the swirling tide that has before was calm is now entirely still. And the miasma's glow slowly fades from this place, one by one by one. As even the faint haunting visage of various faces begin to dissipate as well. Let's get rid of the music. Come on. Try to speed this up. There we go. And I suppose Ale would be the first to see it. Actually, you know what? Roll perception.
Alright.
Ale and UA actually roll perception, because why the hell not?
Okay.
I don't see shit.
It's
Oh my
okay.
god.
It's not raining in here.
One
it's
more
raining
from...
It is raining in here.
It
All
is
right,
raining in here.
I would just say with advantage, but that would be a straight roll for a 7 from Ale. Roll again, Mara.
Okay.
Jesus. You gotta be
No.
shitting me.
Yui's crying. It's fine.
That's fair. You know, and I'll take that, sure. Why the hell aren't these working? Why is this not working? God damn it. Oh, actually, you know what? Maybe that's why I'm not seeing anything, because I'm a goober. I need to actually put something there. Sorry, I'm flicking a lot of dials in the background.
Pull those levers. Pull those levers.
Actually, I could just copy paste that. Hold on. Let me just... Oh, perfect. Okay. You know what? This actually works perfectly. So, as you're standing there, you are the first two who would notice this. Who would be the first within the blast radius. As you're looking down at the ground and you make out this very faint speck of green. Before like, wait, the fuck is that? And then this bright, vibrant, bright neon, like vibrant pink, just begins to erupt from the ground as flowers and moss and plant life just immediately erupts between your feet and just explodes out from the trash heap. There's almost this cascade of chromatic lights and moss and fungus, lotuses blooming along the water's edge. You know that one scene from Okami, like when you purify an area and just flowers just start fucking blooming everywhere.
I literally was just going to paste that into into the group chat.
As
I don't know. I don't think Code likes that game very much.
Within mere seconds, this entire cistern transforms from a tomb to a paradise.
Yeah, we only have like 3 statues of the of Okami.
I only have 9. I only have over $1,000 in the Okami statues. Don't worry
Yeah,
about it.
Mew, you're just looking down at this like, what the fuck? Oh my god, my eyes.
On's going to drop concentration on the fire in his hand.
Are we out of combat?
And yes, combat is now finally over.
Ayla's going to drop to her knees and start like panic laughing.
Okay.
As she does that, Braun shares thoughts to the creature. Oh, is he not here anymore? Damn.
The body has since disappeared, but Ale, there is this faint golden shimmer that begins to slowly seep itself out from the vase. As now standing where the miasmic nightmare once stood, you now see this.
It's this field. No, it's not.
We're gonna have to.
Oh, that's
Oh.
gorgeous.
Pretty.
Hmm.
And almost like now a proper like a mole coming out of a molehill, there is this tough this spray of like soil and moss and earth as it just pulls itself out of the ground. And it appears right here.
Yeah, Bron's going to shared thoughts. Just did the best you could, lad. We'll take care of things from here.
Thank you.
Very gentle nod.
And as the Baku is like slowly like waddling its way over, it's like a it's almost like a tiger cub, you know, walking on it, like walking properly for the first time. It's a little shaky. As this thing is bathed in violet light, by the way, with all of these flowers blooming over here now. Even Rikyo's like, my eyes. The Baku will immediately start looking around at everyone. But first we'll come up to Ale, just like, and we'll like kind of like rub like try to like nuzzle with the trunk, like sorry.
Oh, you are beautiful.
And we'll just like start inhaling deeply, and all of a sudden like whatever remaining patches of viscera and filth and disease are covering your body, all of a sudden are just getting sucked up by this creature now. And we'll begin moving over to start doing that to everyone else in the party, who's currently sitting on this little island, just like sucking up all this miasma. It goes over to Splish and just holds a pan. Oh no, I'm good, thank you. Before just kind of shrugs. And
Looks like you got competition, young little man.
Oh, well, I guess that's my work here done. And he just kind of waddles over, flips briefly into reality, expands.
Shitty's huge.
Oh god.
And then just like hops on top of this box and just starts staring out at the water, like, this is great. Like he's on break.
Small break.
As now everyone. Actually, no, we'll say. Actually, yeah, we'll do that. Yeah, everyone who gets brushed by the Baku. Essentially has advantage on their next saving throw to resist disease.
Yay.
And how long does that last?
Until your next long rest.
Okay.
Perfect.
And then the Baku will start meandering its way off of the hill and start once again walking on water. Just quietly meandering its way up the stairs. And Clotho just looks over like, oh, it seems it's cured. And Bella is like looking like, hi.
Ah, shit. Run up to see
Yeah, you just like splash, 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 like running through the water, like.
For a moment, he does get on all fours.
You start like half running, half swimming through the water. Like a frog hops on top of your head, like before it jumps back into the water.
Frog hops on his head. He's just like, things are right again.
And like at this point, Bella is just like falls back on her ass into the moss, like scrambles a bit, just hello. And the Baku just walks up. It's like a little trumpet. And just like starts nuzzling her. Oh, hey, come on. God, hey,
He's
Braun.
calmed down a lot.
I can see that. Hey, no, stop licking me. Just immediately just starts like a big puppy dog. Like
Yeah.
there's this big poofy like food lion like fluffy tail. It's like wagging behind it. Easy.
What mob here? He's going to mental message again.
Sorry, what did you say?
What's got you so excited about the loss? There's a mental message.
Smells good.
Shrug. He likes how you smell.
Thank you. And just waddle over to Mew and just do that similar like inhale, and you feel this like pull of all of the dirt and filth like coming off of you as it just like a brief like purple cough before it just dissipates.
You is just watching.
It does like a little salute with his trunk.
You just
Before
looking
he'll-
up at this, before rubbing her eyes and just getting the wiping the tears away before putting away her bow and sword.
Hops back down and, into the foliage, back onto the water, and just starts walking back over to where the Kenku woman's body is, and just kind of looks down a little bit sorrowful. And now you see where there was like desecrated like gore and filth and like stained robes. The robes are now bleached, and that there isn't really like whatever pattern or design they had before is mostly gone now, but at least the stains are removed. And also the bones are freshly clean. There's no decay or you know lingering filth on the body. It is basically just pristine bone. As well as, now that the body is fully uncovered, you actually managed to see a handful of things. Would one of the people on the island like to make an investigation check on the body?
Yes.
Alrighty.
Is the
Yeah, it
body
still
still there?
seems
I
like
can't see
she's
it draw the
kind of
bloom.
panicked, kind of dealing with her something internal.
Mm-hmm.
So she's not really paying too much attention.
Is there anything particular Mew's doing as after this sudden explosion in color and immediate change in tone of literally everything?
Yeah, I think Mew's just kind of sitting like on the edge of this little platform, just kind of taking it all in. Kind of almost reminds her of home.
Fair enough. Roll a nature check. In the meantime, with Yue, sorry, with the investigation. Yeah, we're gonna start wrapping up soon.
At least I'm conscious this time.
Yeah, with an 18, you managed to find a handful of things, including roll 2d20 for me.
Okay.
Okay, 12 and another one. 11. Okay. You managed to find two things. You find... First and foremost, there is actually a pouch off to the side where her hip would be that currently contains about 8 gold pieces, as well as about 27 of these like bright golden koban looking coins.
So 27 of those?
Yes.
Okay.
You managed to, along with that, you find, it looks to be a locket of some kind, that looks like it was a little bit of slightly tarnished from all of the wear and tear, but it seems to be pure silver. Do you open it up or anything? It seems to be a relatively simple pattern on the outside.
Yes, I first, before doing so, I kind of take a glance at the Baku. Is that all right?
The Baku just kind of looks, looks down at the body, looks back up at you, and gives like a solemn nod, like,
Okay. All right. Yeah, I open the.
You open it. There is a single black feather inside that seems to have been entirely untainted from this whole process. And I will say you don't really have to make any roll for it. This looks to be a kenku feather of some kind.
I close the locket with the feather still in it, not wanting to disturb it. Yeah.
Along with that, and a bit more of a cluster to the side, you first find one of a semi, like this slightly rounded like river stone that seems to have various runes of carved symbols in Shingengo. All like the first one you find seems to have the symbol for earth. You pull it. You manage to look about like a few feet away, kind of digging away some of the soil, and manage to find another one that says wind. Another one that says sky. Sky and mountain, and dust and sand, and so on and so forth, until you're like, hold on a fucking minute, and you manage to scrape away a little bit more of the now like fresh nutritional soil. Almost smells like compost as you pull it away. But underneath that you see this large stone slab. I can only describe it as like the stereotypical like 10 Commandments like stone tablet. Roughly about like I'd say maybe almost like a foot and a half long. You'd be able to like stand on it if you really wanted to. That is covered in scrawlings and scratchings and carvings. All of which are in, most of which seem to be in Shingengo, though even there's others that use the script for Shingengo, but clearly are like either like a cipher or a different language. Like this is a dense piece of information you're looking at here. As you have found some form of text or tablet or something like that this person was carrying.
Like glancing down the tab, I kind of look back at the Baku.
Does like a little tappy dance.
I kind of nod at it and gesture. Should we take this or keep it here?
Looks down at the body. He just nods and like like just kind of points at you with the trunk.
Yeah. I then pick it up and hold it closer to me. Okay.
Roll a history check, I'll say.
It's great. Okay. I've used up all my rolls.
Clearly this is important.
Yeah, it's something.
But your brain your brain's kind of exhausted after everything that just happened. Is like, this is something. Yeah.
Your brain is mush.
Actually, you know what, Rikio, I'm gonna have roll on the history check as well. No, he doesn't know either.
We're the idiots.
All right.
We had a lot just happen here.
Yeah.
As the Baku just seemingly like gestures like down to the bones again, before like pointing up at you, like gesturing for you to take them.
I nod. Yes, we'll make sure that she is properly buried and taken care of.
Another
With that,
solemn
like-
nod.
Yeah, with that, I carefully put the tablet away in my bag as I go about finding a box to properly put these bones into.
And as you start stuffing those away, you watch as like for that split second is like happy and playful before like immediately like the one ear, tiger ear, perks up and like head turns towards the door. And there's this like immediate like hunch up. Doesn't so much make a snarling as much as there's like this like chuffing noise. As it starts running its way back up the steps. Braun, what's your passive perception? Actually, sorry. Braun and Mew, what are both of your passives?
My passive perception, 8 for Braun.
11.
Okay. So it is going to be Mew who first hears this. At first, that distant chiming is still kind of resonant in your ear, from when you struck the hammer down onto the stone tile beneath you. There's a very slight crack, and a little bit of char where the impact was made. But as you're sitting there, like, wait a minute. No, I'm actually hearing it. That is actually a ringing noise. And you turn your head back and you hear this ting, 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 like of like something hitting against metal. And you can barely make out several silhouettes strolling their way from the tunnel from the portcullis, the way you guys came in. Several large burly forms, all of which seem to be carrying weapons, and very loudly announcing their presence here. And as that ringing gets louder and louder, now audible by the rest of the party, and the celebration cuts short.
Ah, for fuck's sake.
I'll have to end the session for tonight.
Well, shit.
All right.
Oh boy!
So many things. There you have our characters emotionally.
Gunby!
So that was a section.
Oh, this was a great session. Congrats, guys. You managed to properly purify the corruption of the Baku. And have basically turned this this you know, haunted location, this hallowed ground, not hallowed, this what's the
Harrowed?
word I'm looking for? This harrowing zone,
Harrowing.
into a sanctuary.
So
Then they
there's
can't
just
fight us 'cause we're in a
whole
sanctuary.
area full of light.
Well, it's a sanctuary for the purposes of relieving stress, and other such.
Sanctuary for the purpose of relieving oneself.
So what kind of creatures
Cool.
live in this new ecosystem?
Oh, actually, that's a very good point. I forgot to bring up. As all of those forms begin to dissipate, of all of the spirits of the plague victims, you suddenly start seeing, with very softly glowing eyes, you see fish and salamanders and frogs and various freshwater creatures start coming out from various cracks and corners and under lily pads.
That is a gorgeous visual. Being said,
But also,
I do
little
have to
disturbing
bow
some
out. I am
thoughts.
sorry.
Oh, no
Oh yes,
worries.
absolutely. Yeah. Go
Yeah,
go
go
rest well,
rest,
Tixel. I know it's getting late for you.
I have been Tixel-chan from twitch.tv/procrastination. The revolution starts tomorrow. I will see all you guys next week, and probably possibly before that if there's another community stream.
Oh
For now,
boy.
then, see you all later.
See
Bye.
ya.
Take care. Bye. Oh. Congratulations, you beat the boss. Now to deal with the mob.
Oh boy.
I'll
Question
try
is,
to talk.
which one?
I'll try to talk. I'll try to talk to him.
Yeah, unfortunately, turns out exercising a spirit that's haunting an area makes a lot of commotion.
Wow.
Especially with the loud shrieking. Yeah. But the good news is everything isn't covered in disease anymore.
We're not gonna die. At least by disease.
Yippee!
Yes. But yes, it is interesting with the new ecosystem in the sewer. But it'll be interesting how that works. That's enough for us
Yeah.
to know. That's for the future infrastructure of new Artcaster with this little guy.
Mhm. Yeah, especially considering this is a yokai. This is very much a spirit that is not normally meant to be here. So I'm sure that's gonna have some impact. But either way, there's a multitude of questions that will have to be answered sometime next time. But until then, I suppose I could shout out again the multitude of socials, particularly of the Twitch channels of all of the lovely players of Memento Magick here. Boink, there we go. If you would please go, I'll give them wonderful follows and shout outs and subscribes and all of the monies. Please give them money. In the meantime, hey Talon, what's your schedule looking like for next week? Or this week?
we got something special coming up for our collab this week. I'll be joined with Battle Sister Marakar and Battle Brother Nature Claus as we play some Space Marine 2 together.
For the Emperor! Sorry, that was loud.
You've been waiting on that one.
Yeah.
Of course I was. Are you kidding?
That's gonna be awesome though.
I apologize if that was supremely loud for everyone. Let me turn that down.
But yeah, we're gonna go through that and
There we go, sorry.
Okay,
yeah,
but yeah,
see
sorry.
how that goes is a bit of a difference. We're not dropping Terraria, just putting on a little break.
Oh yeah, absolutely. I've already heard a little bit that you're able to customize your Space Marines because I've seen a little bit of the Twitch drops.
Yeah,
and
there's
I
a few
am.
different multiplayer modes, and think in some of them you do get to, and others you don't.
Ah, okay, gotcha.
Because yeah, there's two different story campaigns. One is solo, one is group. From what I've heard, at least, and then there's PvP, which apparently is really good, despite the fact that it's been attached at the end.
Yeah, and there's there's also a horde mode, as I understand it, as well.
Ooh, I always love horde.
Oh, interesting.
Fight
All right.
mode is my favorite.
Yeah, that's. I guess we'll find out more on Thursday, but we'll probably be starting with the story.
Yes, absolutely. I'm looking forward to this.
Cleansing the galaxy of some Xenos for sure.
Speaking of purging, I don't have a good segue for this. Hey Beatrix, what's your schedule looking like for the coming week?
Starting Space Marine 2 and
Hell yeah.
Hopefully finishing up my Remnant 2 co-op with Yale.
Nice.
Think you're gonna be playing Space Marine 2 multiplayer at all, or?
Eventually.
All right, fair. Let me know when. I am absolutely down to join this as well.
And if you need a third, or I want to myself.
Yeah. This is going to be fun. In the meantime, for another person who also likes stuffing themselves in mech suits, Miss Marakar, what's on your docket for the coming week?
I might be finishing that giant Gundam build tomorrow. We'll see. I'm on the final pieces, which are the giant wings and the massive polearm weapon. So we'll see if I can do that in 5 hours tomorrow.
Oh boy! One of these
and
days. One of these days.
And then we get to turn on the lights on it. And I've finally hidden 90% of the wires on it. Then obviously
That's gonna look
Chaos
so
Rise.
great when it's all done, though.
Oh yeah, it's gonna take me like an hour just to transform it into like the NTD mode, but we'll see.
Oh
It'll be so pretty though.
Yes. Code of wisdom, cat of sight. What knowledge may you bequeath us this cool night?
Apparently, I need to play Space Marine too.
It does look pretty fucking cool. All I've heard, without spoiling too much, is that apparently it's a little jank, or there's a lot of bugs. But it's also still a very polished game. I don't know how figurative or literal that is, or if they're just memeing. It could be Tyranids. You know?
Oh right, because there's a completely different engine for the enemies in this. So instead of like it being a swarm, the engine is every single Tyranid has a health bar. So you see millions of them crawling on the wall, and you fire something at it. It does damage only to the specific ones that are there. Yeah, there's an entire engine. Remember, it's called the Swarm Engine, I think. Yeah, they built an entire
This is gonna be
engine.
terrifying, and I'm so down.
Yeah.
And yes, this is set in the events of, to my understanding, the invasion of High Fleet Leviathan that has, in the lore, occurred more recently.
Oh no.
Where the Ultramarines were deployed en masse to stop highly evolved new xenobioforms.
Oh, right. Is that what they introduced? Like the neurothropes and everything?
No, they introduced even more dangerous threats, like the Psychophage and...
That's what I'm thinking of, yeah. Oh, boy.
And the Neurotyrant.
That's what it was!
Oh, no.
We're fucked!
We're gonna die so much.
Oh boy. But that is going to be very, very intriguing. As for myself, you can of course find me here at twitch.tv/natureclaws. The VODs for Chapter 1 episodes 7 and 8 will be going up tomorrow. I definitely didn't forget to set up everything for them to go up today. Oops. But it's fine. Otherwise, the schedule will be staying relatively the same. That then 9 and 10 will be coming out on next Sunday. Sunday morning, 11 p.m. Eastern. Sorry, not 11 p.m. 11 a.m. Eastern Standard Time. I can words. For myself this week, we actually did just open a modded Minecraft server. That uses the I thought it was going to be a meme. Big Chad Guys Plus, which is actually turns out just Stardew Valley but Minecraft, but also a bunch of other funny little gadgets and gizmos, but otherwise keeping fairly vanilla plus-ish. It's become a bit of a hyperfixation for Tixel and a handful of others.
That sounds lovely.
Currently, it's only open to the private lounge, partially because like we only fit so many people on there, because it's a fairly small server, but still. But I'm still looking forward to playing more of that, either off stream or on stream, just chilling and vibing and hanging with folks. Outside of that, there is still Cyberpunk that I might also be playing this week. God damn the fucking side quests. Code tapped out. Take care. Why is Cyberpunk so beautifully depressing?
Because
Like, I know I say this every time, but like last time we just finished up the
It's
conversation.
slightly better than our world.
Yeah, I don't know about that one. But sure, Queen.
I mean, we got the dystopia without all the fun like cybernetics. So
You know what? That's that's unfortunate but fair. I'd arguably say Night City's worse, but either way. In either case, we just finished the therapy session with the prostitute. If you know, you know. That was fascinating. And unfortunately, before we could actually finish up that whole quest line, the game crashed. So fingers crossed we're not too far behind that point. Either way. But yeah, this is gonna be fascinating, and I don't plan on putting down Cyberpunk just yet. At least not fully. Because oh boy, it's definitely hooked me. But yes. I believe that is everything. I am done. I would like to wish everyone here a wonderful morning, afternoon, or evening, whatever time zone you are currently in. Wish everyone a wonderful coming week. Stay positive, stay curious, drink your milk, stay in drugs, don't do school, eat your teeth, and wash your dog, actually. Especially if it's been like a week or so or more. I mean, of course, depends on the dog. You know how frequently you need to do that, but like go clean them. You know, sometimes they get worms, sometimes they just get stinky, and other times they just turn into an aberrant, horrifying monster. So you know, fun times. But yes, all right. Let's see who is available to raid. I did just raid Sarah Aces yesterday. However, they are a wonderful, wonderful streamer. A lot of Final Fantasy hyperfixation, though they're currently playing some Stardew Valley. Ooh. Volosaurus is currently doing some artwork, which I'm actually helping to playtest their TTRPG for. That they've been working on. That's been very, very fascinating. I am currently playing the equivalent of basically a dreadnought from Warhammer, basically just a walking corpse in a tank. That has been both depressing and fucking cool. Be very interesting to see how the combat pans out for that system. It weirdly reminds me of a mix of the Warhammer tabletop mixed with a bit of like a little bit of the Fallout TTRPG, like the original. I don't know how to fully describe it right now. It looks funky, but in a good way. I'm curious how to see it plays in action. Otherwise, if anyone else has any recommendations, also I'm willing to take them.
Not sure if this would torment anybody, but maybe Rai the Nekomata.
Rai the Nekomata.
Yeah, underscores between Rai and the. Yeah,
Oh, they are in fact live.
they're primarily playing Fortnite, but I think they're going to be.
I see. I call it a hunch. I'm getting the distinct feeling that Beatrix is going to be very interested in this person. Not at all because of the washboard abs I'm currently seeing on screen.
And very tall. Very tall. lady.
Yes, they are. Perhaps you could in fact call them a tall lady. The best way I could describe it is if Nemesis was a furry, or the Hellhound. So I get the feeling that's going to be getting some support. Let's see. We can go raid her. Sure.
Don't bark it too loudly.
Oh.
Meow.
Don't worry about it.
Alrighty. Now please go show Nekomata some wonderful love and support. What is our raid message gonna be? Shit.
Healing through trauma.
Healing through trauma.
I'm going to hell. I'm not sure,
Healing.
honestly.
I don't hate healing through trauma. You know.
Oh god.
Is that too much? You think? I don't know.
That is entirely up to you. This is your channel. You're in charge.
You know what? Oh god. Why do you have to put the responsibility on me, the person who's organizing everything and doing this raid and streaming all this?
Because I have my responsibilities elsewhere. I just cause chaos.
If anyone has any better raid messages, you do you, boo. Just be nice, be nice, be respectfully thirsty, and brain words. Have a good night, everyone. Take care. Bye.